Good greetings to anyone who might be out there at this time of the morning. Yeah, this is an early start for me because I've got some catching up to do, and I can't come on any later today because we have people coming around in about 4 hours time, so I need to be done by then. So this is the only time I can actually do it today, and I am a couple of waypoints behind, or I soon will be. The current waypoint to reach is 11. I'm at waypoint 9. So I have a bit of catching up to do. I've already got the list of POIs to go from waypoint 9 to 10. And if I'm honest, there's only a couple of places I want to see along the way. There, as well as trying to get around the Blia permit zone, so that should be fun. We're gonna have to find a way around that if I can't plot it. So that's, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, actually, plotting a way around. I will arrive at waypoint 10, but just to take a quick look at it and then push on to 11. And we've got to cover 3,100 light years to get to waypoint 10. I know I'm well behind. Some of you will have seen many of the things that we're going to discover, and you know me, I'll probably find some stuff that you guys haven't or find something. Oh, now what's this about? You have been selected as the new leader of the squadron. The new one? Oh, who was the old one? Who was the old leader? Okay, I've been promoted to leader of the squadron. Fine. Right, guys, so hello and welcome. I'm just back from my 600-mile round trip from up north, so it was a 5.5-hour drive there, and then a 5.5-hour drive back, and then I get into the game and I'm faced with covering about 17,000 light years. I am sick of long drives already. Enough. But anyway, we better get underway. So I've got two POIs that I want to check out. One's a major, one's a minor. I'm going to just see which one's the nearest. They look like they're in the same kind of region. So we're going to be looking at the Magnus Nebula and something called Infinite Bonds, where we have two Earth-likes in a binary orbit very close to each other. So into the galactic map we go, and I will be interacting with you guys on the chat in just a moment. I just want to get myself started here. Oh, this looks far away already. Oh wow, 2,800 already. Okay, so this is that's the Magnus Nebula? Wow, it must be pretty... Oh, it must be near it then. No, I got the right one. Yeah. Well, it must be pretty damn small. It's not even on the map. Oh, okay. Or it's pretty damn big. Wow. It's big. Okay, so it's big. Yeah. All right. I'm so used to seeing these little tiny ones that just wrap around here now. Okay. So let's plot that. So it's 2892. I should have actually cancelled that and checked the other one first. But no, it's probably a good thing to quickly do this. All right, so we got that route there. That's fine. And then we have this one, which is Infinite Bonds. Ah, guess where we're going first then? This one. Let's do Infinite Bonds first. It's a bit closer. Infinite Bonds, yeah. Or known by its other name, James. Right. That's a James Bond reference there. Okay, so I'm just praying now I'm going to get plenty of neutron stars, because I do need some serious catching up time. So 2,600 light years in 30 jumps, that's fine. That's half an hour. That's not too bad, actually. I think we can, at that rate, I think we can hit Waypoint 10 possibly on this stream, but I'm going to have to do quite a bit of scooping and jumping only in order to make up some time. Okay, before we get going then, let's see who's on the chat. Let's have a look. So, Andrew Perslow. Hey Andrew, you were the first one in today. I like your avatar. That's a cool one. Yeah, evening to you. It's morning. It's morning here. Haven't done a morning stream in a while, eh? Commander Scoid, yeah. God, just looking at the word yawn makes me want to yawn. Just kidding. Right, Commander Selim. Hi, Commander Selim. Good morning to you. And morning, Jayesh and Justin of Seoul. Hi, Robert Dodge. Good morning, Rusty from Commander Dark Dodger from Somerset, UK. Looking forward to the next instalment of John Beamer's journey. Yeah, if I get time, as soon as I get caught up with Distant Worlds and I've got a bit of time on my hands, then we can get John Beamer back out and he can get on his intrepid way, because I do miss the bubble stuff, definitely. And Understated. Good morning, Understated. All right. It feels like quite a while since I've been doing this. So it looks like my pips are set to something like the AI would do. Now, where's my jump point? It's going to be underneath the planet, is it? Yeah, great. Okay. Landing gear up then, and off we go. So, regardless of anything, I have a 4-hour limit on today's stream. There's nothing I can do about that. We have people coming today at 3 p.m. our time to view the house. So they're going to be coming up into this room and checking it out anyway, so I don't really want to be broadcasting while that's going on. So, yeah, so I need to be wrapped up and done by 3 o'clock. So, I've got 4 hours. If it goes that long anyway. Let's see what happens. I didn't realize I was 2 waypoints behind, essentially. Well, I don't know if I wonder if anyone's reached waypoint 11 yet. I mean, I guess there's people on their way, so. But yeah, I am more than 1 waypoint behind than I normally am, so I don't know how that happened. Yeah, it's not like I've missed 2 weeks worth, really, is it? Just missed a week. So I hope you guys have had a good week. Mine's been busy, and it's going to continue to be so. I think I'm going to drop behind on Distant Worlds 2 again at some point, because my house purchase is closing in. I think they're looking to complete everything on the 15th, providing I sign the contract, of course, which I guess I'm going to have to do. And yeah, then I've got to get all my stuff I'll rent a van, stick everything in there, and then drive it up. That's a 4-hour drive, and I've got to move in, unpack everything, unpack the computer and everything, so I am going to get behind at some point. But yeah, I'll just have to do what I can, make the best of it, and see how it goes from there. So, you guys on the Distant Worlds trip, how far are you? Just let me know. Have you seen anything really cool? Okay, I need to have a look at my frameshift drive. It's down to 93. Okay, and also while I'm here, I'll just have a look and see if there's any more. Yeah, we do have a pending application. The B-balls. Okay, let's let B-balls in. Oops, I don't think I did that. Okay, it's taking a while, I think. I've noticed sometimes you do get these delays, but Let me just click it with the mouse instead. Yeah. I think that's done. Yeah, it is. It's kind of weird that. Alright. It didn't go off, but it was done. You're only a smidge behind. I only got to waypoint 10 on Saturday night. Waypoint 11 is a 2-week free-for-all. Yeah, so I've got 2 weeks to get to waypoint 11. Well, that's okay then. If I can get to waypoint 10 today, I don't know if that's possible, but if I can get to waypoint 10 today, it's 2 weeks to do 14,000 light years. That seemed like a fairly easy thing to do. So maybe if I can aim to do waypoint 11 in a week instead of 2. I mean, this all depends on the house move and when that happens and all the other stuff going on in my real life. But yeah, if I can do that, then I can have a week free in order to do some John Beamer stuff or stream some other stuff. I'm not on it. The furthest I've ever traveled was Colonia. Oh, okay. Well, Colonia's not a bad trip out. That's a fairly decent trip. Okay. Feels like it does feel like a while since I've done this. It's not really. It's just been like a bit over a week, isn't it? Yeah. Oh well. That worked. I got a supercharge done straight away. And I'll just use this next jump to scoop. Should be able to quickly descan the place. Enter FSS mode to analyze results. That's the first time I've seen that message. I'm assuming it's always been there. Yeah, so now a UK time and game time, or UTC, is different. I notice on the game it says 10:15, but it's actually 11:15 here. So I must remember that when I'm scheduling my live streams. Orbit lines are off, so I'll put those on just for safe scooping. Don't look. You know I'm going to. There's only 4 bodies. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, we have a nebula up front there. Could that be it? Could that be our nebula? No. The one the Magnus one that we're going to be going to later. I doubt it. There's still not many stars here. I know we still need to get out of the influence of the sun. Where are we exactly? I mean, height-wise. Oh, no, there's plenty of stuff around here. We're a little bit higher than the galactic plane, are we? No, yeah, well, a little bit. Is it me? Where's all the stars gone? Alright. It was weird cooking yesterday without a rusty oh, you did a rerun. Wow, you're hooked, man. So you cook when I'm in the background, do you? Okay. Well, I said that the wrong way around. What I meant was, so I'm in the background when you're cooking, is what I mean, yeah. You have to do a rerun. It's probably best to look at some of my really old stuff, the older content from like a couple of years ago. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to make it to the Elite Meet this year either, unfortunately, because it's coming up very soon in 12 days, which is April the 20th in Manchester. But the problem for me is I've just done a long drive, 5.5 hours there and back, 5.5 hours there, 5.5 hours back, and actually it was 6 hours back because I had to take a detour, and then I've got my house move coming up after completion. So anytime after the 15th, that's another 4 hours. Hopefully I can do it all in one trip. And then Manchester's kind of, I don't know, another 4.5, 5 hours away from here. Not from my house, but my new house, but from here. If I was moved into my new place, then I could probably do it. But I can't do all that travelling. It's just too much. To go all the way to Manchester, then come back, and then it's too much. It's too much. Yeah. Oh, UTC is GMT. Yeah, you're right. We're GMT +1. You're quite right. Understated. Yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately, the elite meet, and the fact that it's in Manchester doesn't appeal to me, if I'm honest, I have to say. No slight on Manchester there. It's just I'm not really a big fan of driving in big cities. Like I don't go into London, for example. I just can't be dealing with it. I've had enough city driving. I can't stand just all the traffic. It just does my head in. I'd rather be on a busy motorway. I wish they'd picked a smaller town, or at least somewhere on the outskirts of the town. Because where the elite meet is in Manchester, it's kind of right bang in the middle. If it had been on the outskirts, it would have been a lot easier to get to and more favourable. So yeah, I might have to give it a miss this year. Who knows? Who knows? I didn't descan that place, did I? Yeah, there may be some off chance I can make it, but I doubt it. Unless Corvus comes over. Then I'm kind of gonna have to. Oh, hey, how about when I move in to my place, I'll rent a hall out somewhere nearby and just create my own elite meet. Rusty meat. Ugh. Rusty meat. Sounds like something a robot dog would eat. Ramon Delgado Jr., hey my man. You're playing catch up 2, leaving Explorer's Anchorage. Wow. That's Waypoint 7, is it? Explorer's Anchorage? Which waypoint was that? That was that Waypoint 7, Sagittarius A? Yeah, well, I hope you're all repaired and whatnot. Yeah, 7. I thought, wow, what a good memory for me to remember that. Yeah, what's going on here? I don't understand what I'm looking at here, guys. What? Is it? No, just this dark cloud everywhere. Oh, look, some stars. But I don't understand. I'm surrounded by them. They're absolutely everywhere. And if I go to realistic mode, I am absolutely surrounded by stars. It's not like I'm up on the top of the galaxy or nothing. You know, where it starts to get just a little bit sparse up there. But everything's black. Who's stolen the stars? You picked up an AFMU too. Oh, you could. Oh, did you get one from Explorer's Anchorage? That's cool. And now I have 35 light years. Yeah. So what did you dump then to increase your light year range? Because of course the AFMU doesn't weigh anything. So you must have dumped something that had a bit of mass on it. Hey, an extra 2 light years, it all helps. It really does. Oh, this is a long jump. Good morning, Alison Pell. And how are you? Do you reckon we're going to get a server error here, or is it just going to eventually get there? Well, my stream health is looking good. Oh, here we go. So I was just about to say it's not going to be an internet issue. "23 bodies. I'll get there in the end. Yes, I will. I'll definitely catch up. And I need to do as much catching up now as I can, because I know, as I said earlier, I'm gonna definitely get behind again at some point. I think it kind of says something, you know, when I know in my head that as soon as I pulled up in the van to my new house and moved in, I just know it, that the first thing I'm going to do is set up my computer. But yeah, I really need to get sorted and everything, but I'll do videos of that. I'll put up a separate playlist and I'll show you videos of my house and moving in. Hey, it'll be I could do the ultimate unboxing videos, couldn't I? Unboxing rusty stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the slightest bit of interest to anyone. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'd like to have a nice. What I'm going to look for is a nice bookcase in my living room thing. I want to have a nice bookcase. Yeah, just to make it look like I'm intellectual. Give that illusion. Right, you got rid of your double SRV pay and dropped your power distributor from a 6D to a 1D for a bigger jump. Okay, but you got no boost at all. Okay, well that can be a slight issue. Maybe only in extreme circumstances though. There's times when you need a double boost. So I think I've needed it at least one boost. You need one boost. Forget double boost. You need at least one. In a situation where, say for example, you have a higher gravity planet than normal and you're maybe coming in a little bit too fast and you're dropping, you need to be able to point the nose up before you hit the ground and boost to stop you hitting the ground. That saved my ship once already on this. So yeah, I'd like to have at least one boost on the capacitor if possible. That's a long drop from 6D to 1D. I'm assuming then if you've got rid of your double SRV bay that you've got a single one now, right? Yeah. It seems like a bit of a sacrifice though for 2 light years, but at least you have an AFMU, which is a really handy thing to have, so it's probably a good thing overall. You just have to be careful with your SRV though, because yeah, if anything happens to that now, you've had it in terms of planet exploring or, you know, gathering those kind of raw materials. In fact, I say that it's not strictly true unless if you've got a weapon on your ship. I'm assuming you don't have a weapon, but if you did have a laser or something, you could shoot at the geologicals and biological stuff from your ship and scoop it up, providing it's on some kind of flat ground. So I know we're approaching a large permit locked zone, the Bleia permit zone. Bleia, or Bleia, I would say. Bleia covers 5 large sectors of the Perseus stem. Am I pronouncing that right? Perseus? Perseus? Is it Perseus? Or Perseus? Perseus, I don't know. Come on, give me some neutrons. One body. Okay, so it's just this sun then. I wasn't paying attention there. How many jumps we got? Oh, still 22. It feels like I've done more than 8. I have mats for several refuel and repairs for the SRV, so I'm good there. Good. Repairs won't help your SRV if you blow up, though. Obviously. Yeah. Don't want to be doing that if you can help it. Oi! Well, guess what? We have another ladybird on my computer stuff. Where do these come from? I get loads of them in this room. I kind of like it because they're cool creatures, but I don't know where they're coming from. The windows are closed, so I don't know. They must have a little home here somewhere. But there's one crawling on my Xbox controller cable. My gamepad. He's upside down on it now, just showing off. Right, 2 bodies, and that was a full scan done. So we can just move on. Nothing else to see here. I'm not even looking on the galaxy map to see if there's anything in the region that might be interesting, because I do need to make up time here. So at the moment, guys, for the next 20 minutes or so, it's just going to be jumping and scooping, I would say. So if you need a cup of tea, now's a good time. I've just finished one here. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a bit about my trip up, and I'll tell you what it was a disaster. My trip up north. Not for me. I was fine. It was my other family. I will explain what happened, because it's just ridiculous, honestly. EasyJet. If you guys know EasyJet, honestly, just boycott them. EasyJet are complete and utter, what's the word? Incompetent imbeciles, I think would be a fair version. And I'm going to slag them off right now. EasyJet, you suck. Yeah, British Airways all the way. Those guys know what they're doing. So what happened was, the idea was, like, my sister lives up in the northeast, my other sister, and my nephew and my brother-in-law were coming from Gibraltar to fly over to Manchester via EasyJet, from Gibraltar to Manchester via EasyJet, and then get the train from Manchester over to the northeast, and they had a hotel booked there. And I said, well, I'll make the journey up by car, which is 5.5 hours, and I'll meet you guys there, and we'll have a big family reunion kind of thing. So we've all, because it'll be the first time we've all been together like that in a long time. So it was all going to be, and they'd planned this journey for months ago. It was all booked and done. So what are we now, April? So they'd probably booked this around end of November, I would say. So it was quite a while ago. So it all looked good. So I set off on Friday morning to go up, and I think it's 305 miles, pretty much, bang on, 305. And we heard that there was rain in Gibraltar. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but in Gibraltar, Gibraltar's quite unique in the world when it comes to the airport, because they have an actual public road where you can drive your cars across the runway. So they intersect. There's actually a public road going across the airport runway, and of course they put the barriers down, stop the cars, and then the plane goes up or lands. So now and again, when there's rain in Gibraltar, not every time by any means, but now and again it can create, like, if it's windy, you can get crosswinds, and with the rock in the way and everything, it can make a plane a little bit wobbly. However, in those scenarios, you will find, in most cases, unless it's severe, British Airways pilots will land. They will do it because A, they're more experienced, I would say. I don't know whether they are or not, but they're certainly better pilots. They know how to land in Gibraltar when it's a little bit breezy. And Ryanair, not Ryanair, EasyJet, they chicken out of it. They completely chicken out. So what happened was, when the pilot was flying from the UK down to Gibraltar, while he was over Madrid, he decided, I'm not going to be landing in Gibraltar. So okay, he didn't want to make the landing. He didn't want to make the landing, so that's fine. British Airways were landing in Gibraltar, so it could be done. And what they normally do in those cases is that they land in Malaga, which is about 1.5 hours drive away by car, probably about 2.5 by coach. And then what happens is, people who are waiting for the flight in Gib, they get the shuttle bus from Gibraltar and they get taken up to Malaga, and they get on the plane and they get taken to where they were going, even though it was a little bit, they'll end up being a little bit late, but that's about it. And that's what should have happened. The pilot lands in Malaga, and then he waits for the passengers to arrive from Gibraltar by the coach, and that's it. That's what should have happened. However, the idiotic imbecile pilot who was in Malaga decided, I'm not going to wait here for the passengers to come. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have another go at landing in Gibraltar. But he couldn't, and he didn't. He still chickened out. So then they said, alright, we'll bring the plane back. So the plane got brought back to the UK, and everybody got screwed. Everybody got screwed. And EasyJet just want to compensate people for the plane tickets. And I'm thinking, no, it's no good. You have to compensate. Like my nephew and my brother-in-law, you have to pay for their missed train, their hotel, everything. You can't just say, well, here's your plane ticket money back. That's not enough. I'd be cheeky enough to say, okay, you owe me the price of 2 British Airways tickets. So the upshot was, when I was around 100 miles away from my destination, I got told that the flight was cancelled completely, and they were looking into alternatives, maybe flying into a different airport. The closest, or the only other option was Gatwick, but that's like, I could have picked them up from Gatwick before setting off, so that's ridiculous. And then the next day there was no flights to Manchester, and it's not, an EasyJet should have put another jet on, especially for them. But no, none of that happened, and so they had to abort the entire holiday. So I got there and they didn't. So it was all for nothing. Not for nothing. I still got to see my sister, and I got to see, my hometown again. But so rather than come back on the Tuesday, I cut my journey short and came back on the Sunday. So I just stayed the Saturday, came back on the Sunday yesterday, and because I knew that once I moved into my new house, I'm only going to be 1.5 hours away from there, so I can go up and visit any time, so it wasn't like a big deal or anything. And so I guess they're going to have to replan this holiday again at some point, but at least they can probably stay at my place this time and we can all go up together. What an absolute disaster that was. So yeah, EasyJet just screwed everybody, and they don't seem to give a toss at all. They screwed everybody, and they're not willing to compensate people for anything above the price of the tickets. So yeah, screw EasyJet, and I hope you fail, because Monarch Airlines, they went down, but Monarch were brilliant. I went on Monarch, and I thought they were great. They had nice planes, and the people were nice, and they landed. But yeah, EasyJet needs to die a slow death, and I hope they do, because they are useless. I'm not complaining that they didn't land in Gibraltar. If they couldn't land, or they thought it was unsafe, then I'm fine with that, because if I'm on that plane and they consider something unsafe or maybe risky, I wouldn't want to be on that plane thinking they're taking a risk, you know, so I don't mind the decision, but they should have stayed in Malaga and waited for the passengers to come, and they didn't, and that's where they screwed up, because they're arseholes. There, I have to say it. Yeah, there you go. So that was my trip, and that's why I'm back doing a stream on Monday instead of Wednesday, and I got catching up to do. So there you go. Yeah, Ryanair's still going. Ryanair's still yeah. Andrew, hit the hay. Okay, Andrew. Hope you're still around for me to say good night. And yeah, have a good night. Oh, is that right? Low-cost airlines often hire newly qualified commercial pilots. There you go. That's the difference there. British Airways have got pilots on there that they've got plenty of hours underneath them. Now, I know British Airways costs more money for a ticket, but, you know, rather than, you know, they're just, I don't know. Yeah, I've never been on EasyJet. When they landed in Jib, I remember Monarch would land, and EasyJet would land, and as far as I can tell, both planes were the same. I think they were both Airbus A320s. But I'll tell you what, the Monarch plane looked so much better. The EasyJet looked like a little Fisher-Price plane, like a little bubbly, tiny plane. Where the Monarch one, which I think was the same plane, looked so much longer somehow. Maybe it was the paint job. I don't know. I'm not sure why, unless it was maybe a different variation of the plane. But the Monarch ones were great. It's such a shame Monarch went down, because they were doing really well. Not financially, obviously, but yeah. They were a very popular airline leaving Gibraltar. And between Gibraltar and UK, Monarch were the airline to be on. I couldn't even go with a company like EasyJet because it sounds too budget to me. It's like I don't know. It's like shopping in a pound stretcher, but your life's at stake. I don't know. Yeah. Because if you think about it, right, with planes are built with materials from all of the lowest bidders. That's a scary thought, isn't it? You know, because everything on a plane, all the materials, they all go out to tender and to contract, and it tends, you know, it would normally be that most the people who bring in the lowest bids to do the jobs are the ones that get hired. So planes are built mainly on the lowest bidders. Yeah, so but they have to be, you know, rigorously maintained and everything. That, you know, they get looked over and serviced pretty much every other, well, certainly every trip they get looked at, but I know they're very, very well maintained. That regardless of whether it's EasyJet or whatever, there are standards. But yeah, screw EasyJet completely. They messed up. This was going to be an awesome break, I think, but not to be. Anyway, but that's enough of that. Car-wise, I was very happy. I got some good mileage, MPG, some good fuel efficiency usage, thanks to Shell. Yay, good for Shell. Yeah, my car ended up doing the best MPG it's ever done in its life. So I was driving like Miss Daisy on the way back, though, purposely just to see what MPG I could possibly get out of it, and yeah, it did really well. I think, like, I have to come from East Sussex up to County Durham, right, which is, so the distance between my two sisters' houses is 305.6 miles. And what surprised me, remembering that I'm driving a 3-litre 6-cylinder engine, okay, by the time I'd done 280 of those miles, so I only had, what, 25 to go, yeah, 25 to go. I'd done 280 miles, and my needle was only showing half a tank remaining, which is brilliant. For that car, that's awesome. If it's a diesel, that's nothing, that's, you know, but for me, and on the way back I did even better. I'm quite proud of it, actually. My little car. I tell you what though, I have to admit, the new suspension I put on, yeah, I bought some rather expensive suspension for the car, new springs and shocks, and it's just it's a little bit too stiff for my liking. On the bumpy roads it's not quite as comfortable as I would like. The shocks, I think the shocks are okay. Something's making it very stiff anyway. There's a soundbite. Yeah, on the motorway though, it's nice. On smooth roads it feels good. You can feel the handling is better, no doubt. It is a sport suspension package, but my god, it's stiffer than before. There's another soundbite. Yeah, stiff suspension, so I'll have to deal with it. I'll have to put up with it. It's on now, I'm not taking it off. Yeah. It says on the stickers on the shock absorbers, it says tested on the Nordschleifer. And I thought, why don't you test them on the B roads in the UK? Test them around that. Yes, that's true. Aircraft parts do meet insanely high quality standards. Similar to Toyota. Did you hear about this Toyota thing? It's like buying the cheapest between Lamborghini and Ferrari. Yeah, like Toyota are very, as a car company, compared to other car companies, are very, they've got very high quality control. And I guess it's no coincidence that Toyota are probably the most reliable car manufacturer out there. And I think that's pretty accepted, right? Japanese make some of the most reliable cars, and out of all the Japanese makes, Toyota is the most reliable of them all. And I heard this story once of Toyota. They were collaborating with BMW, of all companies, on a project, but I can't remember what it was. It was a car that they were building between them, and I think BMW were doing the engine with Toyota. And it's fair to say BMW as a company do make quality cars, right? I mean, I own one, and it's I can see that there's quality there. You know, there really is. But you would then assume that their quality control for their engines is fairly good too, and I guess it is. But BMW got quite a shock when they worked with Toyota because they were manufacturing parts for Toyota's engine for this joint project. And as they were sending parts, Toyota were analysing the parts that BMW had already made and quality controlled and sending them back because they weren't quality enough. They had to be remachined or remanufactured because the Toyota people were saying, no, this might fail in 7 years. We don't want it to fail in 7 years. We want it to fail in 15 years or something. And they were sending parts back, and BMW apparently were getting quite frustrated with it all. That Toyota were really so stringent. But that's how they do it, and this is why Toyota cars are just reliable as anything out there. You know, they just are. I mean, look at the Toyota pickup, the if you've seen that Top Gear, the old Top Gear, when Jeremy Clarkson were there, and they had that Toyota pickup. Was it the Hilux? They put that thing through hell, absolute hell, and it still worked. Yeah. No, they are the best for reliability, and they even shocked the Germans with it. So, yeah, quality control. That's what it's all about. Wouldn't Toyota make a good games developer in terms of, like, if Toyota were in charge of quality control for computer games, we'd have the best games ever. We'd be playing some of the best stuff ever because they wouldn't let anything through. Bell Malissima. Ooh, well, okay. Is it okay? That's kind of Spanishy. Malissima means it's bad. That's bad stuff. Yeah, Malissima and Bell. Okay, Bell Malissima. There you go. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. I love my old Toyota Corolla. Yeah, awesome cars. I remember going to look to buy a Toyota Corolla when the first one came out, that square one. It might not be the first one, but it was a, yeah, I don't think it was the first Corolla. That thing, 12 different countries in 2 weeks. Wow. This is a similar tale to Mitsubishi and Saab, when Saab decided to add a whole heap of changes to meet their own standards. I like Saab. I've always liked Saab as a car company. They were really good. They put that Hilux into the sea. That's right, 8 miles down the coast from me. Okay. Yeah, I remember all these things they did with that. Didn't they push it off a cliff and everything, and then the engine still started? And then the worst case scenario for that Toyota pickup was it wouldn't start, and then they had a guy look at it for a few minutes, and then some sort of pipe would come off or something, and then just plugged it back in, and the whole thing started up again. Yeah. Oh, Alison Pearl, that's you. Okay, I got you. DW2 hull seal. Wow. Cool. I've got my own repair limpets, but otherwise, yeah, I would have if I didn't, I would have needed you a couple of times. Right, if you can hear any noise in the background, it's a Hoover, or a vacuum cleaner, I should actually call it. They parked it on a tower block, which they demolished underneath it. Yes, they did. They did indeed. Is there a YouTube video just based on all the segments from that Toyota pickup? Yeah, it's an amazing machine. I bet they must have sold a load of pickups just from doing that. Patricio, hi. P.S. Love my Jag XE. Yep, good car. I call her Princess Diana. Yeah, nice. I'll tell you, one of the Jaguars I always liked. I still like it today. It's a V12. No, you can get a V12 version, but they're not all V12s. It's the Jaguar XJS, the one that they used in the Saint with Ian Ogilvy, the white one, ST1. I just like that car. I know it's not very reliable. I know it has issues, but looks wise, I like it. XJS. There's something about that. And they did a sports version of it called the Lister. Yeah, go check that out. The Lister, it's not the Lister Storm, it's something else. It's a Lister based on a Jaguar XJS. Oh, buddy. I think it's a 7-litre V12 something monster. Absolutely beast. Yeah, sequence on YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and watch that again. It's crazy what they did to that Hilux. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. I wouldn't, if I had, you know, if I was cash fluid enough to go and buy a classic car, I think an XJS would definitely be on the list. But it would have to be a white one. That creamy white colour from the Saint. I think it looks just too good in that colour. It looks really nice. It would have to be a hard top. Did you ever, like when you were young, did you ever like just fall in love with a movie car or a TV car? For me, I think the first time I ever, well, obviously Goldfinger. I mean, obviously Goldfinger. The DB5 is just a stunning car, you know, hand built. But yeah, I remember like the Italian Job, the original Italian Job movie. You know, I wanted a Mini for years after watching that. I want a Mini Cooper. I want a Mini Cooper. You know, oh man, that film, The Italian Jobs, sold more Minis, did more for selling Minis than any advert that Austin put out. Oh, the James Bond Lotus Esprit, yeah. I saw a video on that not so long ago on how they did that. Yeah, there was a few separate. There was a model of a car, and then they had a full scale one like that. Yeah, nice. But that silver DB5 from Goldfinger though, oh wow, that's just the ultimate in classic cars. But it's £750,000 for that car. You know, not that one. Obviously, that one's worth a lot more. But if you were going to go out and buy a decent DB5 now, you're looking at £750,000. What a car! It just looks quintessential British. It just looks it. The spoked wheels with the little spinners in the middle. The shape of it is beautiful. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, E-Type Jag, definitely Patricia. The Batmobile, oh, the old Batmobile. Oh God, yeah, lovely. Based on a 1955 Lincoln Futura. If you go and look at a picture on the internet of a 1955 Lincoln Futura, you'll see the Batmobile in that car. It looks just like it's got the fins on the back, and yeah. Yeah, Ultimate DB5. They're remaking the DB5 modern, I believe. They're doing they've done it with the E-Type as well. Is it called the Eagle or something? The new E-Type? It costs a fortune though. But yeah, they're remaking the DB5 Astana, and it looks like the old one, but it's all modern inside. It's got Bluetooth and all that stuff. And again, it costs an absolute fortune, but oh wow, to own something like that. Obviously you'd want to own the classic version really, but you know, if you think about having the looks of the new one, but with all the mod cons, so you've got airbags and, you know, side impact protection and all, you know, the Bluetooth and the iPhone sockets and other phones are available. Yeah, so there are a few classic cars that they're remaking now, and I like that idea. I think that's a good thing. Because some need to be revamped and just not die out. And the thing is, I don't think, for example, if they make modern DB5s with all the mod cons on it, modern brakes, you know, modern engine components, it's not going to devalue the old ones at all. Because in fact, it might even have the reverse. Because people who got the new ones, they might fall in love with them and then think, well, I want the original, you know. I don't think it's going to devalue the old classic versions at all. Bandito 1, hey Bandito. Hey, what's up? About to go to work, but wow, that's some dense stars. Yes, we're in the middle of the galaxy pretty much. Just a bit, well actually, yeah, just leaving the middle of the galaxy, going out to the back out to the outskirts. I've done all that, Patricio. Don't worry. I didn't do it with the Bond cars, but when I moved from England, I lost all my toy cars, but I had them all. The James Bond, the Space 1999 Eagles, things that probably worth something these days. I think we've arrived, guys. We've arrived without me even realizing. Well, I have realized, but I mean, without me realizing that I was. Oh, look at this. We've got water worlds, ammonia worlds, and Earth-like worlds in here. Awesome. It looks like we're in the... Are we in the... Oh, no. This is Infinite Bonds talking about Bond. Yes, there's two Earth-likes here then in a binary orbit. So let's get the place scanned up, and we'll go from there. Yes, I had cars where we crashed them and set light to them. I had an Airfix model of a B... Correct me if I'm wrong on this, guys. A B-52 Super Fortress. I know it was a Super Fortress, but I think I'm right in saying it's a B-52. And it was a big one. It was about 1.5, 2 feet long. It was a fairly largish model. And oh, my nephew will remember this story. We went upstairs into the bedroom, opened the back window. I put lighter fluid on the plane just to, help it along a bit. I set light to it on the back of it and then just threw it out the window. Look, and just for those 1 to 2 seconds, it looked like the real thing just being, crash landing and yeah, obviously it was an Airfix model, so once it hit the ground, that was it, over and done with. It smashed into a million pieces and was just left there as a burning wreckage. Oh, B-29, there you go. B-17 was the Flying Fortress. Oh, now you got me thinking. Was it the B-29 or the B-17? I know it had a rounded front, which was all like glass. Maybe they both do. Pretty sure I watched all your streams, Rusty. Learned a lot, but I'm still lost. Don't worry, I get lost as well sometimes. It happens to the best of us. But yeah, if you are lost with anything though, just get onto my Discord channel. Link in the description. Join my Discord channel and you can ask for help in there. There's plenty of people, including myself, that can help you out with anything that you're lost about. What's this going to be? There it is. And so this is the other one in the same orbit. Look, this is the other Earth-like. It has to be. Yes, we're going to be mapping these guys. So we've reached our first minor waypoint. Good. Hoping that the second one isn't going to be too far. It should be about 400, 500 light years away. I nearly said kilometers there. Just not quite, Rusty. Kilometers would be a little bit inaccurate. There we go. So we have... Oh, wait a minute. Did we have an ammonia world? Oh, guys! Damn! Right, what am I missing? Guys, anyone tell me? Ah! What a bleeding idiot I am. Melted my army, guys. Been there, done that. Melted soldiers, yes, did it all. Oh, guys, what a plonker I am. I forgot to run Captain's Log at the beginning of the stream, and I reminded myself 5 minutes before the start, don't forget to run Captain's Log, don't forget to run Captain's Log. Oh, Jesus. So all that journey I've done, the last 30 jumps, will not be documented. Okay, I didn't really do much, but... Oh. I don't mind missing 1 or 2 jumps here and there, but... It still thinks I'm... So everything I've just scanned now is... Well, never mind. So we're gonna... I need the ammonia world. So we're gonna do 3, 4, 5. Was there an ammonia world? No, there wasn't. I thought there was. It looked like there was. That would have been awesome if it had. Earth likes water worlds and ammonia in the same system. And I can't even remember if any of these were terraformable either. Bloody hell, Captain's log. So we're going to map 3, 4 and 5. So these two are together, as you can see. They are linked. So they orbit around each other. Talking of binary, can I have a ramble here that might upset some people? I'll tell you who I'm going to upset is anybody who's fervently politically correct. But I have to have a ramble. It's not Elite Dangerous related, guys, but maybe I should save it for a different video. I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know what you guys think about me having videos of stuff, rambly stuff, Rusty's rambles, but that's not Elite Dangerous related, just general stuff. But you know what really gets to me now? Oh. It's to do with the word binary, so maybe you can guess what the subject matter is. Oh my god, it's driving me insane, some of these crazy people. Hey Metal Masher! Hey, how you doing? I think you said on the Discord you were going to be on. So yeah, I have a pic from when I was like 4 of me filling the toilet with all my toys. Oh god. Won't it read your logs? I think there's a way to make it do that, but I'm not quite sure. So I don't know whether it'll fill in the gaps or not. I'll have to ask the programmer guy and see what happens there. But I think you can get it to do it, but I don't want to risk anything without knowing what I'm doing, because I don't want to like lose anything. Although I can back up my thing first. Yeah, I'm tempted to do a little rambles video about all this. Well, not strictly only about that, but just on various subjects. But one of those subjects would be this gender stuff. Oh god. Right. Maybe I should post a link to this, because it's the most insane ramblings from a mad person that you'd ever want to hear. It was a video I watched on YouTube yesterday about some woman who was identifying herself. You can identify yourself as anything, can't you? Yeah. I think I'll identify myself as a 70-year-old so I can get all the benefits. Anyway, right, so yeah, it was identified, was it now? It's a non-binary father. This is a woman, by the way, a non-binary father, right? And she was basically committing what I would term as child abuse by bringing her kids up not based on... Oh, I don't even want to get into it here. But she had a new term for babies, and she was calling them they-bees. They, like they and them, they-bees. So when a baby's born, if it's born as a girl, she doesn't identify it as a girl. If it's born as a boy, she doesn't identify it as a boy. She wants them to grow up and pick their own gender. So, and she said that it was wrong to have a kid like a boy and call it a boy and give it a boy's name. I mean, this woman was like completely and utterly off her trolley. I mean, she was on drugs. She must be. It's the only excuse. And I'll tell you what. Yeah, it won't end well. I'll tell you what, though. I can be a little bit tolerable about some of this new age stuff. But this just was on a whole different level. I mean, she was absolutely insane. The thing she was coming out with. But she's like all she's very nice, she's very polite, and she makes it sound all normal. But it isn't. It's child abuse, guys. This is bringing your kids up like that. Anyway, that's getting a bit too adult. I just pray the world doesn't end up going that way, because we really don't need that. Wow. What? I left a comment on the video, I remember. Did I? No, I didn't leave it. But there was a... Yeah, I was going to leave a comment. When she was saying that she was non-binary, I was going to put that I was non-hexadecimal. But I stopped being that when I went over 16. Something like that. What's going on, people, with this gender stuff? Okay? This what do you call it? I don't know if it's millennial, but yeah, all these new ideas and cultures of stuff. These people are off their heads. Anyway, 2 genders, done. Period. End of story. Let's move on to the Earth-like world. Not strictly 2. There's 2 plus 1. But yeah, that's safe for another Rambles video, I think. Homo laptopicus. Yeah, why not? It's just as valid as the crap they were coming out with. I should link the video to you guys. Maybe I'll link it on Discord or something in the general. If you're on my Discord, I'll put the video in the general thing. But yeah, just you watch it and tell me what you think. It's just I'll link it after the stream. It's insanity. Kill me now. Can someone tell me what non-binary means? Like, does that mean she's not a 0 or a 1? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's probably classing male and females as 0s and 1s, and people don't want to be either of those. Well, got some news for you. You actually are. Anyway. Just signed up to my Discord. Good. I will give you a greeting on there. I'll tell you what that makes you, Commander Echo 3. Absolutely normal. It's fine. You can have a game character as a woman. Why not? There's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, I was even tempted to do that on my 3rd account. In fact, on my 2nd account, I either still have or I had it down. My Oliver Hardy account was as a woman, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. And your character, was it binary, non-binary, hexadecimal, or has it adopted? I think my character's so old it's still on the Imperial system. Anyway. Wow. No, not at all. If I could make my character look like Oliver Hardy, I would. But I don't think I think the Hitler mustache kind of went out of fashion. in the 1940s for some reason. Don't know why. Can't imagine why that would be. I shouldn't have said Hitler mustache, should I? I should have called it. What is it called? There's a there is a proper word for that square mustache under the nose. Charlie Chaplin had it. Oliver Hardy had it. Adolf Hitler had it. I think it's in the same way. After 1940 odds, you don't get too many babies called Adolf. Yeah, the Charlie Chaplin mustache, but Oliver Hardy had it as well. So, also those who love cars far too much. Well, yeah, that's weird. But at least afterwards, you're always exhausted. What about the people who fall in love with inanimate objects? In love with the Berlin Wall? Yeah. I tell you what, there's no two ways about it. You know, there are screwy people in this world, and the way I guess we found out that was the case was the internet, because all the nut jobs came out of their caves and holes and basements when the internet came out. I mean, just look now. Yeah, I'm probably looking in the mirror when I'm saying this. Toothbrush mustache. Thank you. That's it. That's the one, Robert. Thank you very much. That's it. Oh, I've fallen in love with it's a long distance relationship. Okay. Well, I'm on first. No, what's that line? Yeah. I've formed a relationship with all 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Sorry, I like that joke. Right. Let's switch into combat mode. Where's the other Earth-like? I'm just going to see if I can point to it. Yeah, I've been listening to Stephen Wright. He's brilliant. Such deadpan delivery on that one. He said I made a, what was it? I'll say it from his point of view. He said I made a swimsuit out of sponges. He said I went into the swimming pool. I got out again. Nobody could go back in until I went back in. Something like that. Anyway, yeah. And then he said I bought some powdered water, but I didn't know what to add. I love Stephen Wright. He's really funny. I wonder if any flat earthers play ED. I don't think so. Unless they're looking at things and they'll be sending in bug reports. Planets are the wrong shape. But that's another example of just nutty people. Flat earthers. I mean, it's like facts and evidence. Well, let's put those to one side. We're going to go with what we think. Flat earthers, honestly. Yes, we have lots of things that people believe in that's just garbage. Astrology and tarot cards. Yeah. Psychics, mediums. Let's not have a debate though. I went to a medium once. If it's not real, how could they possibly know? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I've had this conversation so many times. Right, let's have a look. See if we can grab a shot with two Earth-like worlds together. So the other one, I think, I'm gonna have to line this up somehow. I think the other one's over here. No, it's not. I thought it was over there. Ah, there it is. There it is. Oh, that's a nice shot. And this one is here, and I'm there. So I need to go. What am I looking at on this side? Almost full daylight. Almost. So I reckon if I get myself positioned almost to where I can see this one in full daylight, Most of this is guesswork. Yeah. I must admit, I did have an argument with a theist this week on YouTube. Oh God. I won't even go into that. But they were trying to debate the something from nothing argument. And of course, I was asking him, I think he's got quite an internet presence apparently, this guy. I checked him out. He's a reverend. I'm not going to dish his name out. But he was having an argument with me, saying, how can something come from nothing and all this? So I was quite willing to explain that to him. But I wanted him to tell me what his definition of nothing was first. Because I knew that whatever his definition of nothing was, is different to science's definition of it. And I knew that was going to be the case. I couldn't get it out of him. He just came back and asked me questions. How can something come out of nothing? How can nothing blah 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 blah? I said, well, tell me the definition, what your definition is of nothing. I said I can't proceed until then, but no, he wouldn't. You know, because I was trying. My point that I was going to try and get to with him was, if he defined nothing as the absence of everything, right, absolute nothingness, then all I could say to him was that by its very definition, the absence of everything cannot exist by its very definition, right? So that's just the bit I was trying to get to, and I just couldn't, because he just wouldn't give how he defined nothing. But yeah, absolute nothing is not possible, because A, we've got no examples of it, and I don't think you can have an example of it, because it can't exist by default. Right? So yeah, so I was trying to get that out of him, but he wouldn't. He was much preferring to he much preferred to try and reflect his ignorance onto me by asking me questions about stuff he didn't understand, and then I told him I couldn't answer his question until he defined what nothing was. I wasn't getting through. It's like a brick wall. Hey, angry citizen. So yeah, nothing isn't nothing. I think what I'm doing here is I'm putting the second Earth like behind this one. Let me just have a look outside, because otherwise I'm going to be spending a while here trying to figure this out. There it is. Okay, so it's over there, and I want to line up. Oh, I am a little bit out. Alright, let's see if I can do it from this way then. So if I go, say, in that direction. I'm just trying to line up a really cool screenshot here. I agree with that, Alison. It's a bit graphic, but it's wholly accurate. Yeah, I mean, I believe if you put your religious faith out there in the public arena, you shouldn't be surprised if somebody challenges you on it or scrutinizes it. You know, if you are willing to put it out there, then if you believe in it strongly enough, it should stand up on its own merits, right? Anyway, it doesn't, because it can't, but you know what I mean. Right, so that's not quite the shot I want. I'm almost getting there though, but these two Earth likes look pretty good. I think they're 0.25 light seconds apart, these two. Wouldn't it be cool if we had this here, guys, where we had a second Earth planet, and we could have like a ship that took us from one to the other? You know, so once we've poisoned the seas and the skies of this one, and raped all of its resources, we can move on to the other one while this one recovers over the next 50,000 years. That would be great for us humans, wouldn't it? Or I'm going into some areas here. Gender and religion. Yeah, I think we should just stick to distant worlds here instead of distant minds. Let's have a look. Because I know these subjects open up cans of worms. All I've got to do now is talk about Trump. There was no collusion. There was no collusion. Right, so what I should have done in the first place was actually just that. So now I know where the other Earth is and I can move in. I don't want to get in too close with this. Try not to drop out here. But something like maybe this. Yeah. Do I think we should be able to land on Earth likes? I would really love to see that in the game. But I'm just wondering now, if they did that, how much frontier think they would have to build into this? Like, you know, do we then have landing on cities? And, you know, if you do land in a city, do we see traffic, people? It would have to look kind of immersive and atmospheric, and you would have to have maybe weather, and it's a lot to do. But if we could land on these things, yeah, I think it would be awesome. I really do. This is the thing I would really like most in the game, over anything. I know some people are going for space legs and stuff, but for me, landing on atmospheric planets would be my number one thing on my wanted list for this game. But I mean, done in a really cool, nice way. You know, I'd like dynamic weather. I'd like stormy weather that when you're coming into glide and stuff, it's bouncing your ship around, electrical storms that can damage your ship, you know, on certain planets, that kind of thing. You know, just things that adds element of risk, like as we were talking earlier about planes, that there's an element of risk there. If the weather's really bad on a planet, you take a risk going in, you know, that kind of thing. This is really good, guys. I wonder if when we get to the neutron star here, how big this galaxy is going to look, because that's going to be a fair jump. It's going to be at least maximum 291 light years, that jump. So I'm just wondering how this galaxy is going to look. We can probably pop into a neighboring system outside, but this looks big. I think they said on this one that the Magnus, let me just bring it up on my browser, because I think the reason I'm going here, it says, right, it says here the Magnus, one of the dogs is barking, I think my door's open. The Magnus Nebula is a large, vivid purple nebula along the inner Perseus arm, near the galactic core. At 36,000 light-years from Sol, which disagrees with my captain's log up there, but we'll see what it says when we get there. This is probably one of the largest nebula so far discovered on the far side of the galactic core. Magnus contains several thousand star systems, including 2 neutron stars, 3 K-class giants, and is situated just 750 light-years outside the mysterious borders of the Blair Permit Zone. So we're getting close to that permit zone now. Right. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's too far to get there. I'll just close that browser window. So yeah, this is the reason why I've come here, I think, because it said that it was one of the biggest nebula around. It's only 3 jumps away, so we can make these 3 jumps and then we can make waypoint 10. How far that is away from here, I don't know. There it is, look. Wow, it's sizable just from here. So after that neutron star jump, that thing's going to grow quite considerably, I reckon. So you're on the far side of the core. I'm past the middle. Yeah, I think I'll show you in a minute where we are. Yeah, Lagrange cloud mechanics. Yeah, for the storms and whatnot. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Right, so I've auto-discovered that. 4 bodies. Ooh, that's not too bad. Anything in? Ooh, it's in the Goldilocks zone. Well, the money zone. We have a water world here. Where are you? I wonder if this is... yeah, it will be. It'll already be discovered because it's a waypoint. Not a way, it's a not a waypoint, a point of interest. Okay. I wonder if it's in here then. No. We have a water world hiding somewhere. Gotcha. There you are. Wow, that is very watery. System scan complete. It's not terraformable, but we can map it anyway. Yeah, we can map it. Right, let's get in and get scooped. No, not scooped, sorry, supercharged. Although I suppose we are essentially still scooping.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Come on! Oh, I was just about to say I haven't had to go back and do one yet. But I'm still there.
Warning, frameshift drive operating
There we go.
beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
How far am I from Beagle Point? Quite a distance, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a 2-week trip, Alison. I know they're giving us 2 weeks to do it, but you could do it in a day if you really pushed. Yeah. You could do it in a day. I don't know how far from Waypoint 11. I haven't even got to Waypoint 10 yet. And of course, the amount of jumps it is depends vastly on your jump range. Yeah, but we'll just head towards the water world here, and then we'll check out the galactic map. Alright, so I am here, which is... Right, so there's the center, Sagittarius A. That's the far side, and the bubble is over there, where all the blue bits are. So we've come all the way across. I can't zoom out anymore. So we've come all the way across from there to Sagittarius A, and now we're here. And we're about to go into the next region. I don't know what that is. I guess we can find out by looking on the codex. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Right, so we are here, and we'll be going into... Wow, is an army. Yeah, all those soldiers put together is an army. Right, so we got that. I don't know if we're going to go into the Arcadian stream. I guess we're just going to be going up through here. Newton's Vault, the Fomorian Frontier, and then the Abyss. This is where Beagle Point is. If anyone has the system name for Beagle Point, then I will tell you how many jumps we've got to go. But I keep... oh, did I bookmark it? I can't remember if I bookmarked it last time. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Wow, who's out here? Someone's on a journey. Commander Stretch Milk. Wow. Beagle Point is a system name. Is it? Last time I asked that, people said it wasn't. Okay. Oh, cool. All right then. So Beagle Point is almost 30,000 light years away. So we're just over halfway. I can't. It's too big for me to plot amount of jumps. 20,000, I think, is the limit. So that's no good. Yeah. Oh, they have named it Beagle Point. Cool. Yeah, there you go. There doesn't seem to be anything in the area there. Anything around it. 9 to 10 took you 130 jumps. Well, we've done it in... Well, by the time I get to this next destination, I'll have done 33 jumps. And then it's however many on top of that to get to waypoint 10. Yeah, waypoint 11 I think is 14k, isn't it? It's 14 between the two of them. Maybe 70, maybe it's 14k in a straight line perhaps. No, 20,000 is the maximum you can plot in one go. So we're just going to pop up to here, map the water world, and then we're going to take 2 more jumps. That'll take us up to 33 jumps today. Jet cone boost. JCB. That's it. So now every time I see a JCB digger, I'm going to be thinking of jet cone boost. Right. So how many? 8 probes this time. Okay. Well, I'm going to do one there, and then I want to do one there. I'm just guessing at the moment. I don't know how many I've fired off now. Okay, I think I need another one. Oh, no, I've covered that. Ooh, ooh. How many have landed? 6. So I need... Yeah, here. That one. And possibly... there. How many jumps do you get out of a fuel tank before you have to scoop? I think maybe about 4 or 5. Yeah, it doesn't take long to empty this tank. It's a thirsty old heap. I think about 4 or 5 jumps. It depends. If they're maximum range jumps, yeah, about 4 or 5. I think the amount of fuel missing from my fuel tank right now, from the main tank, you can see is probably the equivalent of 1 maximum jump. And now I'm going to use up this much to do another one, but this one's a big jump, this one. We're going to be jumping 290 light years now. So here we go. Charging. Right, that nebula's going to grow now. So we've seen how big it is. Now I'm running an Anaconda with a 72. It used to have a 75.6 light year jump range, but I've got it down to 72 now because I added some bits for the journey that I thought I needed. So yeah, it's a 72.5 light year jump range Anaconda. But there's people doing this with a lot less. I don't know if that guy's still in that he brought an Imperial Eagle with, I think it was 10.5 light year jump range. Jeez, I couldn't do that. I don't have that kind of endurance capacity to do that. No. So I have to do 10 jumps, and you've only covered 100 light years. When I can do it, I can cover 150 in 2 jumps here. Wow, that's a nice shot there. It's just this, look at this. We just got like a square patch of dense stars. I mean, this is a Stellar Forge issue, I think. Because it's certainly, I don't think that's a real life thing. I mean, it wouldn't really happen out in space. That nebula looks larger from there. But then we've got all this cloud around here, look. That never used to be in the game, I don't think, that cloudy stuff. Right, so we now have one more jump, and that's going to take us into this galaxy. Let me just pull away from this star and just see if we can light this up a little bit more. Oh yeah, if you take the scenic routes and whatever, yeah, you're going to come back with, you know, if you do that for scanning purposes, yeah, you're going to come back with tons of stuff, and you've got less chance of missing something. Like the thing with Raxxla, for example, if we came across Raxxla, would we know it? Would we know when that happens? I mean, would it be named? Because it can't be named, otherwise you'd be able to pick it up on your galactic map. Yeah. My jump range, I think I just said what it was. 72.65. Right, let's jump into the old Magnus Nebula. One of the largest ones this side of the galaxy, apparently. Yeah, it might be in this system. I know Frontier permit lock a lot of stuff in the galaxy for game testing and whatnot. Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick sys scan and a scoop.
Fuel scooping complete.
37 bodies, I won't be bothering with that. So while we're, we've scooped. So while we're just getting ourselves away now from the actual sun, I'll take off the orbit lines for a second. So while we're moving away, okay, let's have a quick look. Why not? Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. I am going to now see if we can plot straight to Waypoint 10. I won't be landing there, but I will be looking at the impact crater. Apparently there's an impact crater called Moore's Pit. So the question now is, when I plot this, will it plot a route around the permit locked area? Let's see. Oh wow, it is quite a distance away. Can we cover this today? 2000. Yeah, we can do it. What time is it? Yeah, we can do it today. Let's see if it plots the route. Oh wow. And look, we are crossing into Izanami. Okay, so even with my 72 light year range, we cannot plot to here. Now, Distant Worlds have released something about how to plot around it. Travel advisory. And here's today's travel advisory. The Bleer permit zone covers. Yeah, if route plotting fails, commanders will need to look for passable sectors skirting around, above, or below these restricted sectors in order to reach the Morphenial Nebula. And then at some point they do give out, I think, a way to get around it. Let me just take a look at this. Oh my god, how big's this damn thing? Okay, I'm just looking at something on EDSM. Right, okay, let me see if we can plot our way around this then, because it's going to be, clearly it's going to be longer than the 2000. to do this. So I want to mark it first. That's the first thing. Mark where it is. And we are the blue, and that is the orange. So the permit locked sector. Let me see if we can find one. It's this Blair system, which is obviously somewhere in between. But I don't know where exactly. So let me have a look here. Go halfway. And that doesn't look halfway anymore. That doesn't look halfway. Alright, it's because we're dropping down as well, so if we go up, we will get halfway. There we go. Alright, let's zoom into there. Right, can you get me... This is the Blair system, look. It should say permit locked on it, right? It should say permit locked when it is permit locked. Unless there's a perimeter around this, I doubt it though. That'll be very hard to do. Oh, there we go. Requires unknown permit. Okay. So now I can see where the Blair sector is. We can either go up or down. But it is down, so what I'll do, I think, is map to here. So I'm on that level. Okay. Then pull out. And I will bring the circle. Oh. Right. Do it again. Alright, that's where I want to be. I'm going to pull out. Not too far. And bring this on that same level, but where that is. Okay, let's go over there. And see if we can plot to there. That gets us at least downwards. Okay, so let's do that. We'll plot downwards and then we'll pop. We'll pop across. Right, so we're jumping to a neutron star. We have 8 jumps to go to get on the same galactic level-ish. Yep. I have always wondered why missions are never routed to permit lock systems when you have the required permit. I haven't noticed that, I don't know. Right. So Alison, you said drop down and then go up. Okay. No, I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go down and then across. I've got more scope going downwards because if I need to go further down after this, I can still do it. So I think I'm confident to go this way. Because down just puts me kind of in the middle, so if I need to go further down, I've got plenty of room still to go. And the target system is already below me, so it doesn't make sense to go up or whatever. Yeah, I could have gone across and then down, I suppose, rather than down and then across. Let's have a look. Okay. By gum, I could do with something to eat. I'm hungry, lads and lasses. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to go to Waypoint 10, but I want to go there just to say I've been there. That I got there. I don't need to land on the base camp there. Okie dokie. So let's do a scan and scoop. Scan and supercharge. Ooh, that was almost too quick. Almost.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, almost, but it's still there. It's still right there.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety
Okay.
limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Just a quick question. Yeah, it is. It's all new discoveries here. Yeah, nothing really there for me. Ice, plenty of ices and rockies, and once again, oh my god. Please update Captain's log. It crashed out. When did it crash out? It must have been ages ago. Yeah, look at that, 1094. I think he only survived with 3 bloody jumps and then that was it. Oh, it's so unstable, this Beta 5. Where do you think I am? You think I am in that system? Okay, 343 light years. That's what it's missed. Okay, that's not too bad. Right, so let's get lined up then. You see this issue here where it says align with target destination. So I've already done the charge up of the FSD, and then when the FSD is charged, it won't jump unless you're aligned with the target destination, right? Which is fine. So why doesn't it do that when you charge up your FSD to jump to a system that is obscured by a planet? So you've got a planet in between you and your system, so you can't jump through it. But instead of letting you charge the FSD up, it just says cannot jump because the destination is blocked. So I say forget that message and just charge it up anyway, and then wait until I've got around the object and lined it up, and then make the jump. I've never understood the inconsistency there between the two things. Anyway, it's always been that way. So we're heading down now, a lot more towards the actual center. No screenshot being taken this time. Yeah, so it does seem random, Commander Scoid. It does seem random. You get a good view of the nebula at waypoint 10. Cool. That's what I'm going to try and go. He was making a cup of tea. Oh, I could do with one of those. Hell masher. Cup of tea and a fried egg sandwich. Egg and bacon would be better. Not for my cholesterol levels, I'm sure, but my cholesterol must be pretty high at the moment. It was higher than average last time, and that was about 6 years ago. Oh, buddy. Right, here we go. Another neutron star coming up. This is what's keeping our amount of jumps down. How are we doing on the old FSD? 89%. We'll have to fix that at some point soon. I think once I get to waypoint 10, I will repair the FSD. Yeah, get to waypoint 10 and make a sandwich and a cup. I think I will. I think I will. Now then, let's tip the nose into this one. 2 bodies. And we don't have a system complete, so the other body must therefore be a planet of some kind. It's certainly not a star, so we'll do it. Wouldn't it be cool if it was just like a lone Earth-like? I would have to report it back to... it's not. I would have to report it back to Distant Worlds, but unfortunately it's a high metal... well, I say unfortunately. I would say unfortunately if it was a rocky world or an icy world. High metal contents, if they're terraformable, can be pretty good.
System scan complete.
Terraformable? No, but it has got bios or geologicals on it, one of the two. What's it gonna be? Oh, I was gonna say 19. Oh god, I should have said it out loud, then you would have known. Sometimes I try and guess how many there's gonna be. 1.18 G gravity as well. That's not too bad. Damn it, I was gonna say 19 there. Anyway, that's this system. That's not bad. That's quite a distance though from here, so yeah. Be nice to find one with a planet that was so close you could land on it and still see the neutron star tails while you're on the ground. That would be cool. Okay. Why is my hull still at 100? Because there's no damage on it. It hasn't got any damage since I repaired it last time. And if I did take damage, yes, I can repair. I have repair limpets, little robots that go out and fix everything. We don't have to complete all of these jumps, by the way. We can see if we can plot from here. We've already made some good progress down, but I can't recall if there's another neutron star on this trip, on this in these last two jumps. Because if there is, yeah, here it is. Here it is. I'd want to take it because I want the big jump. So we're gonna have to do these last two. No, you can actually, if you don't target anything, and you set off a repair limpet, it will attach to your own ship. Yeah, it will attach to your own ship. I'm not actually carrying any limpets though. I just manufacture them when I want them. That way I'm not carrying extra weight, which seems kind of weird. Whoa, uh-oh, we got a shaker. Okay. Yeah, it's weird how you can suddenly create mass. Alright, in we go. We've got 3 bodies are here.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive
Supercharged. Okay, let's see what the bodies are. Oh, we got something. We have another water world. Terraformable. 50% chance of it being terraformable. It's either a yes or a no. And that would be a no. I didn't map the other one, did I? The last one I found. Never mind. That was a mistake. But not a big one. Let's go back up. Oh, any of you guys seen the new trailer for Joker? For the Joker? Everyone's saying, you know, that Joaquin Phoenix has got big shoes to fill, you know, with obviously Heath Ledger being the last one. But I have to say, from the trailer, it's looking pretty good. Joaquin Phoenix might just pull this off. I don't know if you guys are into all that stuff, but yeah, the trailer does make it look like it's gonna be something. Even though it looks like I think they've gone away from the origins of that they've invented a new backstory. But I don't care as long as it's good. It's going to be interesting. Right, let's see how far this water world is away. Oh, it's no 7. Oh, ammonia. I thought it was a water world. Oh, water world. Oh, sorry guys, I'm looking in the wrong area. It's a water world with an ammonia atmosphere. Jeez. Okay, we have to do this. Right, while I'm sailing over here, I just need to quickly go off mic a second. I think I need to close a door because it's getting quite cold here. One moment. Yeah, I can't grab a cuppa, Alison. I've got 2 flights of stairs. I'm 2 floors up. Yeah. Kettle's two floors. I should bring my own kettle up here. What's this? Fra Bio Day. BYOE, Bring Your Own Enterprise Day. Fra. Hey, Commander Gogs. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about missing the start of the stream. You can rewind, play back, and all that stuff. That's the cool thing with YouTube. That you can do that. Yeah, I've been busy too. It's but today I've squeezed some time in to do this. I'll be honest, all I wanted to do today was put my VR goggles on and just attach the steering wheel to the desk and just do some sim racing. I just wanted to sim race all day. But I had to do this because I'm a couple of waypoints behind. And once I have made this next jump, I'm gonna get to find out A, if I can make waypoint 10, and B, how far away it is right now, because we haven't, it was 2,000 light years before. It's probably gonna be fairly similar now, because all I've done is just come down a bit. I haven't really gone across, so distance wise probably gonna be very similar. 7 probes, right. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. Oh, a 1970s tease made. Yeah, my mum had one of those. Goblin. Goblin, by the way. Yeah, Goblin tease made. A little light on the top, a clock, and a little teapot thing. Yeah. Well, I might get myself one of those. Yeah. They must do modern ones, right? They must still make Teasmades. They must still do them. If they did still do them, I'd like to get one that looked vintage, the old style. They've probably got Teasmades now where you can charge your phone up and everything on them. They've probably got like USB ports and yeah, you remember the Goblin Teasmades? Yeah, yes. Ours was a light on the top, and it was the body of the actual Teasmade was pink, a very light pink, and it had a metal kettle thing, and it just boiled the water and just made the tea in the morning. So it would make the tea, and then it would wake you up, right? It would just wake you up, and then you'd have a fresh pot of tea there as soon as you woke up. Why don't we still do these things? Now everybody has to, like, nobody wants to drink a coffee in the house now. You have to go out and go down to Costa before you get to work. Spend £5 on a cup of coffee or whatever it is. I don't know what Costa charge. I've never been in. Just make one in the house. It's cheaper. Right. So look at this. We've got a HR. What is it? Metal Rich. Sorry, not MR. Metal Rich planet with 1.23G already. Plenty of yttrium. Wow, 2.07 of yttrium. That's a nice amount of that. And we have 18 bodies. But are any of them interesting? Well, this is nothing in the money zone here. This very small money zone. So I'm going to skip this. Let's have a look. See if we can now that I've come all the way down, let's see if we can plot a route to Waypoint 10. Still 2,000. Oh, we've cut off. Oh, that's good. We've cut off a fair distance there. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Is it worth modifying a fuel scoop? I don't think so. Not unless you can lightweight it. I don't think you can, so because it doesn't weigh anything. So yeah, no, I don't think it's worth it. In the bubble, maybe in the bubble, it's maybe worth shielding it, but I don't see why. But yeah, no, don't think so. Good morning from Kansas City. Hi, Draco or Draco, one of the two. There's 2 Teasmades for sale on Amazon. Okay, I'll have to have a look at them. I found a link for the Teasmade going to post on Discord. Yeah, people are going to get people on Discord are thinking, why is it posting a Teasmade? Right, how many jumps we got to go? Kinsey, 15. Well, let's go. First one is a neutron star. Yeah, shielded. I don't see too many PvP fights taking place where your opponent is targeting your fuel scoop. I have a coffee machine. I do have a coffee machine, you know, where you've got to put the filter thing in and all the coffee powdery stuff. But A, I don't know how to use it, and B, I don't drink coffee, you know, enough to warrant using it, and not for myself, so I don't. It's only been used once. I've had it for about 3 or 4 years, 3 years I think, but it's only been used once. Oh, that freaked me out, that did. Just to see that boundary going up. Oh, I was a bit nervous there, don't know why. I was just a bit nervous about the ship dropping out in that scoop during that supercharging. That would have been a disaster. Right, we have HMC. Looks like we've got a group of these. So there might be a terraforming candidate in amongst this lot. Do you know, can you guess what I watched on Sunday on TV that made me cringe? There was an event on Sunday that happens every year, and I don't know, maybe it's just my love for animals, I suppose. I found it hard to watch. It's the Grand National. I think there was a horse that fell at the first fence. I know there was a horse that died or got killed, had to be put to death because it fell over. I bet if you told the horses at the beginning that if you fall over we're going to kill you, I don't think they'd want to take part somehow. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I got into the Grand National. Do you grind your own beans? Is that a euphemism? Because yeah. If I have coffee, it has to be decaf. Yeah. I can't be on caffeine. I don't like being too hyper. Like I couldn't drink a... Well, I could drink a Red Bull, but I wouldn't. I don't agree with energy drinks. I know my brother-in-law's son. He had a heart attack at 40, and he used to drink Red Bulls all the time. But he drank Red Bull, but he never burned it off, So he just drink them and lays around the house. And of course, when you drink those energy drinks, they've got chemicals in them that speed up your body system, and your heart's trying to, and it was too much, and he had a heart attack. Too much energy drinks, man. Oh, Robert, you've made the mistake there, boy. You said espresso. I think there was a coffee company in Gibraltar, I remember, and I'm sure they had espresso written on the side of their van, and I wanted to tell them that it was espresso, but I didn't have the heart. I thought I'd prefer the van to go around with it written on incorrectly. I got much more fun out of that. But don't worry, I used to think it was espresso as well, until I got educated. No, it's espresso. Yeah. Whoa, lots of different stuff here, including, it looks like we officially have an ammonia world. Right, let's go and find that and map that. It's probably behind here, is it? I don't know. Probably. Is it? Oh, we will see. Nope, it's right here. We have an ammonian world. Good, that makes for some good money, so we'll just quickly map that and be on our way. Yeah. I think energy drinks are really bad for you unless you are taking one and then maybe going for a 5-mile run afterwards or something to burn off that energy that it creates. I think you have to do that. If you're like athletic or something and you're going for a bike ride or whatever, I think it's okay maybe to pop an energy drink and then burn it off. But just to have one and just sit around the house, I think it's extremely unhealthy. As my brother-in-law's son found out fatally. But he used to drink a few a day. And didn't end well. So we have an ammonia world. Been looking for one for a little while, and here we are. Germaline. We were talking today with my sister about methylated spirits, because she had a purple on this morning on the table. She had a purple object on the table. I can't remember what it was, but she had a glass of water in front, and the refraction from the water, the purple object was behind the glass of water, so it made it look like the water was purple. Do you know what I mean? And I said, what have you got there? A glass of methylated spirits. Yeah. Because you can drink meths, but don't. Don't do it, guys. Have a cup of tea. It never amazes me. I never ceases to amaze me what subjects come up on my streams. And some of them are self-inflicted. Whoa, here we go. 9 probes. Okay, 9. I'm going to get in a little bit closer, I think, for this one. I'm going to end up doing at least 11 probes here. So I'm just going to fire 4 on this surface here, at a guess. And I'm going to try and do the same at the back. So something like 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 9. I've sent 9 out. Let's see if that's enough. Ooh, I got too much overlap on the front there. Damn. That's not going to be good. You need... Oh, that's not bad. That's better. Looks like Mickey Mouse's ears. That was a lot better on the back there, but didn't quite get it. Come on, come on. It's when it leaves little gaps. $85. I need to find 5% then. Okay, I reckon my best chance is here. Probably there. And I might need another one afterwards. On this portion here, perhaps. I just need 5% more. Oh, we got a bit of a gap up there as well. Oh, come on! Yes! How many did it take? Did I do 11 or 12? I don't know. Okay. On we go. It's been a lot of scooping and jumping, unfortunately. And then after these 12 jumps, I've still got 14 odd thousand light years to go. Yeah, that would take away the mini game though, Robert, if they did that. Like you fire a probe and it maps it as it orbits round, is that what you mean? Yeah. Right. System scan complete. So there's the boundary. Wow, it's really close. Okay, I'm gonna have to be very careful here. Just tilt the nose up. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think that's... I went in too fast. I knew it before I even went in that was way too quick. I think it seems to be an advantage not to go in right at the tip, because if you go in as far down as you dare risk it, then if you miss like I've just done, you've still got the tip of it right above you. So you can have another go very quickly. There we go. Yeah. all about refining my technique. Two bodies. Okay, what's the other one? It's another star then, because it did say complete. Yep. On we go. So we're still inside Riker's Hope at the moment, but we must be getting towards the edge now, I would say. Let's have a look and just see where we are. Oh, wow! I said we must be getting to the edge. Jeez, we're on it. We're actually on it. Look at that. So any jump now is going to change to, what is it called? Izanami? Yeah, you see, and I remembered that because I made the joke earlier. Yeah, about what was the joke? About, what you call a load of soldiers? Izanami, yeah. So, see, that's just associations, where you remember stuff.
Fuel scooping.
So 6 bodies here. Nothing too valuable. Well, I have to say I've never been this far out on any account. Distance to Sol, yeah, 36,800 light years. And I've travelled 103,000 light years in my 25 live streams that I've done in Distant Worlds 2. 100,000 light years travelled. Jeez. You can't buy metallic paint jobs for the Anaconda. What do you mean, those what do you call it, galvanized ones? Yeah. They did bring galvanized ones out now for the or well, I say now, a few days ago. They brought galvanized ones out for the Mamba, which I think would look quite nice. Conda metallic was limited. I wonder if I bought any for mine. Here we go. Look, now entering. Look, it says now entering. In the middle of the screen there. Now entering is an army. I've never noticed that before. It tells you when you're entering a new sector there. Cool. I wonder if that goes into your codex thing or something. I've never seen that now entering message. Yeah. Here we go. We have left Riker's Hope. Oh, the gold. Yeah, the gold paint I've got for the Conda. And I've got the chrome. The chrome and the chromed and the gold and the golden. So welcome to the Izanami sector.
System scan complete.
And we are 8 jumps away from Waypoint 10. And that looks interesting in there. You see that? I like the colour. I honestly don't see the point or the reasoning behind limited edition liveries or liveries that are perhaps liveries that are only available for a certain time, you know. Anyway, thank you to Ross Anderson for your subscription. Very, very kind. Very takes me what, eight subscriptions away now from 4,700 subs. Eek. I tell you what, I'm gonna have a massive. I'm gonna have a big 5,000 subscriber stream. I'm gonna have a big one. I decided. I'm gonna have a big one. Get some special guests coming in. So get subbing. Get me up to 5,000, guys. I'll stream naked. No, I won't. Unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. Now, I'll see if we can do some kind of special 5,000 sub stream. I don't know what yet, but I'll think of something. Some kind of behind the scenes live broadcast or something. Who knows? No message for leaving Riker's Hope, but there was definitely a message to say that I'm entering the new system. Yeah, we should. Yeah, I mean, there's a. Whenever I hear about creating your own liveries, I always am reminded of a game which gets updated about once a year. It's a racing simulation. It's been around for donkey's years now, but it's way behind the times. Called Live for Speed. And with Live for Speed, you can create your own liveries. And once you do so, you upload them to the server, the central server. And then anybody who sees your ship sees your livery, because it gets downloaded from the central server onto each person's machine. So if I'm in, if you enter into the same instance as me, and I've got a special Rusty Dog livery on my ship, the moment you enter the instance, it'll download the livery, which, let's face it, it can't be more than a few bytes, right, for that? A few kilobytes for that. And then you'll see my livery because you've had it off the server. So I don't see why they can't do that. I don't know how much extra strain it would be. Maybe they could have a separate server for it. I don't know. But it'd be awesome. Everybody going around with their own liveries. You know, all they have to do is just release PSD templates of every ship and let us get on with it. Then they could have competitions for the best liveries, and yeah, it could open up a whole world of stuff. Yeah, get me into trouble, or not. No, don't worry, that's not something that's in my character to do. We can definitely have the real Rusty Dog. I know, because I'll probably be moved by then. By the time I get 5,000 subs, I'll probably be in my new place, so Rusty won't be around. Real Rusty. Otherwise, I could maybe put him on stream at some point. Bring him up here and get him on the stream. Live. Rusty Dog live. That is the one thing though, Alison. They'd have to moderate the liveries, because people would be doing. I mean, they'd be buying belugas just so they could do it. But yeah, they'd have to definitely police that and say, if you do anything inappropriate, you'll be suspended or whatever. Which I think is fair enough. Okay, 10 bodies. something. Yeah, something told me to cancel that, and I shouldn't have listened. How are we doing? 3 jumps. That nebula's getting decidedly bigger. What's this called again? The Morphenial Nebula. And the impact crater is on planet 2DA. 2DA, okay. I'll take your word for it, Alison. Take your word for it.
Fuel scooping complete.
Wow, that nebula looks pretty cool from here. We've got 2 jumps. It looks like possibly no neutron jumps then, is it? No, it's not at all. So we'll do this one more jump and see how it looks from here. Oh, wait a minute though. Aha, the actual destination's not in the nebula either. Okay, well we'll just go straight there. And then take a look. Commander Bouncy Stickman, how you doing? Yes, 72.6, my jump range, more or less. Normally the ship has a few more, but I packed some weighty equipment on this one, so it's dropped down from 75 to 72.
Fuel scooping complete.
Did I get that? That's skies. I think I missed it last time. There we go. 25 bodies. Do you have a video with the specs of your Anaconda? Yes. I think I've shown them a few times, but I'm pretty sure, Robert, if you go to my very first Distant Worlds video, I'm pretty sure I run through the specs of the ship before I set off. Pretty sure I've done that, so go and check out Distant Worlds Part 1. And I think it should be pretty much at the beginning of the video. And I after I've waffled on for a while, as I normally do, I definitely run through the specs of the ship. 23 bodies here. Now, what do we got here? Rocky ice. So this is, we're going to have to map this out actually, because we are in, this is waypoint 10 already. So we've done that in 2.5 hours, which has been pretty good. So what do we have? 23 bodies. I need 2 DA. That's all I need to map really. So I'll see if we can find my way around. It's already map 3. So let me see if I can find where 2 is. If it's mapped it. There's 1. Okay, let me come out and see if it's mapped 2. I don't think so. No. Oh, wait a minute. Of course, it's done here. So that'll be 2DA. This one. So the way we do it is we'll face it, put it right in front of us, like that. It looks like there's a few systems there, and that should be it. So we should be able to nail it right in there. That's 2. come on. Okay, so 2DA has to be one of these. Two B. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was 2D. 2A. I need 2D. And then look for A after that. That's 2E. 2F. So 2D. It can't be that one. It can be this one. 2D. There you go. And so the moon of that has got to be there. There we go. So we'll just take a quick look just to say that we've been to Waypoint 10. Yes, I do have a Guardian FSD booster. Yes. Small worlds. Okay, I take it that's another expedition coming up. Sounds interesting. It doesn't sound as lengthy as Distant Worlds, but I think maybe, I don't know what Small Worlds is at all, but it sounds like it's probably more something suitable for maybe the beginner explorer. Because you can do Distant Worlds too as a beginner. No reason why not, but you are kind of jumping in at the deep end. Right, so let's get down to see if we can see this crater. Right, so it's the bottom one of the two. Now we can see how it orbits around the main planet there. Yeah, sorry, just wanted to grab a quick screenshot there for later reference. Now, it says the base camp is 150 kilometers from the crater. Wow, is that it? On the top? That flat bit? Look how close these two moons are. It might be this, actually. That could be Moore's crater. The way to find out is to put the latitude, longitude in, and we'll have a look. So, I need to be fairly quick with this. So it's minus 28.177 and minus 117.98. Okay, so now it's telling me to go left. Oh, that's got to be it, surely. Wow, the surface of this looks awesome. Right, how far am I away? 670 kilometers. It's a small moon, isn't it? Look at those mountains sticking up there. This is really small. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Yeah. Right, pay attention, Rusty. 160 degrees-ish. There. But I'm still... Oh no, don't drop, don't drop. Oh, shoot. Did not want to do that. Alright, let's try and keep the glide going as long as possible. Damn, I didn't want to do that. But I think that crater is the one that's on my left-hand side. I'm still 400 and odd kilometers away. It's not good. Nice shot there though. But it says we're going to end up 150 kilometers away from the crater anyway. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I messed this up. Gonna see if I can get a bit closer in.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, Biosite 1. I haven't mapped the planet though. Let's have a look. See if I can... Whoops, wrong one. System map. No, not even that. I think I can't map it at the moment. It's not doable. Right, I needed to do that because I'm a little bit out of sorts at the moment. Right. Hi Sir Macy and hi Aquatic Borealis. Oh, Draco's at Biosite 1. Cool.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, so we're just going to push up and that's it. No more messing about, otherwise things just get confusing. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do, don't go any further up. Oh, God. I don't know where it is. There we go.
Orbital
Right,
flight
that might be the crater, or it could be this top one. I really don't know. So I need to be at... It's not even that I want to land here or anything. Just don't go anywhere near the drop zone. I like to fly upside down on these cases because that way I can see what the hell I'm doing. And now, of course, if I do that, left is right and right is left. Okay, so all I need to do now is get the kilometers down. $300, $285. Okay. Oh, quickly. There we go. It's got to be this crater there. It has to be that one. Again. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't have bought the glide before it happened. I'm not bothered about landing at the actual waypoint. It's over here that I wanted to see. Let's have a look. This is what I was after. And that would make quite a nice shot with that planet in the background. That's a fair sized crater, I would say. Yep. Right, so now the question is, how far away is waypoint 11? Well, Let's have a look. So there's two rest stops here. The following POIs are to be considered as optional meetup points. Oh, this looks different now. The way that they've laid this out on the browser looks different to how they've done it in the past. Off-route POIs. Okay. I'm just going to copy the text to my notepad, guys, and then we can set up. Right, so I'm just going to copy this just off screen, one moment. And so this is, yeah, this is the Waypoint 10 in the Morphenial Nebula. And Waypoint 11 is Smootaway. I don't know, something like that. Let's have a look. And this is where we have to go next. Smootaway, 14,500 light years away. And that puts us, that is a hell of a distance, because we're going to be covering, we're going to be going all the way through this sector. Eek, wow. So if I can, on my next stream, which hopefully will be before Sunday, maybe Friday, if I can get to here on Friday, somewhere in here, and then on Sunday we'll do the live stream to get to there. I don't even know if that's even possible. I'll find out. It might take 3 live streams to get here, but then I'll have 2 weeks free time in which to do other stuff or stream other stuff. Okay, Metal Masher, take care. Right, Draco, you said you were at Biosite 1. Are you in the Freecom group? And are you still there at Biosite 1? I think I'm in solo. No, I'm not. I'm in private group. Let's have a look. Draco, I don't think you're... Are you on my... Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. Let me just double check that I'm in where I'm supposed to be, because I may have... I rushed in today, so I may have gone on to Rusty Dog instead. So let me get into FleetCom, and we'll briefly meet up. So if you just stay at Biosite 1, I'll come and meet you, providing we get into the same instance, of course. I'll quickly try and land there before we go. Alright, so in order to get to Biosite 1, I need to leave.
Ready to engage.
I'm ready.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh, we didn't do too bad. Getting to Waypoint 10 was fairly easy. 2.5 hours. Yeah, I could do that, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it this way. Are you, Drake, are you actually Commander Draco Maximilian, or do you have a different commander name? Or was that you just there? Is that you? Maximilian? No, I don't know. So let's just get this thing into orbital cruise. Oh, that's you. Okay. Okay, let's have a look now. See if we can look back and do this. Oh, 2 probes. Oh, that can't be hard. There we go. 2 probes.
Surface
Oh,
complete.
geological as well. 6 of each. 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, as they would say. So we need to go to Bio 1, which is right there. So now we can turn the old rust bucket around. Trying to think of an appropriate name there. And home in on Biosite 1. No wings required. Slowing down required.
Orbital flight engaged.
What? Okay, so we'll just let this fade out a bit. That's probably about right. Because as we come in now, that's going to level out a little bit. Yeah. This is a very small moon, that's for sure. You could SRV around this. I mean, oh, you can do it with all of them, but I mean, without wasting too much of your life. Well, this looks like it's buried in an interesting spot. Let's see if you can see me dropping in, Draco. See if you can see my ship coming in. I've put the lights on, so make it easier. Because I don't even know if we're in the same instance. But we'll have a quick try while I'm here. Gravity is fine, 0.04. This is a very interesting surface. I hope I can get an anaconda down there. It does look it looks like a very tight area there. Okay, I see you. Is that you? Commander Way Black? I see a ship. I don't know whether that's you or someone else. Oh, we got someone else coming there. Switching into night mode because yes. Right, I've got a jelly ship there, but I don't know whose it is or where it is. I see an asp, I see the asp there. Yep, it's an asp explorer. You can see the outline of it. But then, okay. Commander Bright Day. So does that mean that I'm not on your instance then? Or vice versa? Let's see if we can get this thing down. I'm fairly close to that asp, but I don't think I'm in his way. And we have a parking spot straight away. It's very dark down here. Yeah, you'll have to just go back into, come out of FleetCom and go back into FleetCom. Okay. So, let's get the old buggy out. It's Corbus! Hope all's well with you and your journey to Beagle Point is progressing safely. It is so far. All good so far. Just arriving here at Waypoint 10. And yeah, got the big journey to Waypoint 11 to come, which is 14,500 light years away. Oh, I just cleared it. I just jumped that entire asp. There we go. I've left my ship's lights on as well, which, yeah, you can see from there. Commander Way Black, you're on stream, so yeah. You're on stream. And this is all I see in the area. Yes, how are you doing, Corbus? I'm just early back from my trip up the northeast. Came back a couple of days early, so I'm here. You know, there's on the 20th of April this month, obviously, there's an elite meet, right? I know you said you wanted to go to the next one, but I said I wouldn't be going because it's a lot of hassle and faff and driving and stuff, but if you were here, I would probably go. But I don't know whether you'd even be able to get here for that. But yeah, April 20th in Manchester, which has an airport. Whoa! Keep going, Rusty. And more, and more, and more, and more, and more, and then just wish you never did it in the first place. Oh, boy. Oh, you found two undiscovered ones. Yeah, I came across two binary ones that were in binary orbit with each other, but obviously they're not going to be undiscovered because it was part of the DW2 thing. Yeah, that's okay, Corvus. I think what I'll do is invite you to my housewarming party when I move in. So let me know when you get a slot in your work schedule, and I'll invite you over. Alright, let's go down again and see if we can get down without smashing the SRB to pieces. Commander Nisus. He's the nicest guy I know. Sorry. Terrible jokes. See, I bought the ticket for the elite meet. I've already got the ticket just in case I was able to go, but I just have this sneaking suspicion that when the time comes, who knows? I don't want to make any promises or any commitments. Squadron ID, EDSM. Interesting. Right, let's get out of here. We need to make some progress. What size landing pad? Yeah, medium. So he just needs to get his asp over here. Let's see who we got here. That is Way Black. Right. Okay, Draco. I gave it a shot, but due to unforeseen instancing, Now, from what I can tell, there are some off-route. Yeah, it says this is the thing as well, is that some of the POIs here, it's already a long distance to Waypoint 11, and the POIs here are classed as off-route. So how far off-route are they, is the question for me. Because when people set off from Waypoint 10 yesterday, is that right? Yeah, drive an SRV. Let's have a look. So, optional rest stop. I don't think I'm going to need either of those. So all we've got, it seems, see, before they just had major POIs and minor POIs, and now we have off-route POIs only. And the first one is the Phoenix Nebula. Let's just take a quick look. I am finding on EDSM pictures are not popping up all the time. I don't know whether that's... Okay. Let me see if it shows up on the galactic map here. So the Phoenix Nebula is an off-route POI. Let's take a look at that. So, is the orange still there? No, we need to be up here somewhere, so let's have a look where it is in relation. Oh wow, that is a fair distance. And to be honest guys, this is a nebula I've seen 100 times already, so I'm not going to bother with that. Right, next one. Oops, that didn't work too well. Rendezvous point. It's actually called that apparently, is it? Have I spelt it wrong? Yes, I have. I missed a letter out. Rendezvous point. Wow. It's actually got that name. And you are, let's just target that. You are where? Oh God, it's all the way over there. That is definitely, so instead of going like through here, although we might cross into it briefly, who knows? And then we'd be going across there and there. So we cross a few sectors actually. But nothing's popping up on EDSM to show what it looks like. Poseidon's Fury is a ringed water world. It's going to have to be something pretty wow, I think, to push me out of the way of going straight. Wow. Okay, I've just found something that I like. The Misty Mountains of Bahia Free. Where is that? There. I'm interested in this one. There's one called Hula Hoop. I'm not showing it on stream because I don't want to give any spoilers to those who don't want to see it, but you can go to Distant Worlds page and see it. Shadow Earth is Shadow Earth is an Earth-like world that is situated 51,000 light years along the zero meridian line from Sol. Oh wow! So it's on the same line, in line with the Sol system. It is thought to currently be the closest Earth-like world discovered to the physical antithesis of Sol on the far side of the galaxy. Right, I'm definitely interested in seeing these Misty Mountains because the screenshot looks really good. Misty Mountains of Bahia Free. Let's see where that takes us. Whoa. A don't think we can reach there today, but it's certainly on the path I'd like to be on. So I think we should make our way there. I've got enough time left to do about 50 jumps if I don't hang around. And this is, oh God. I'll tell you what though, it's 125 jumps, so I'm looking at just over 2 hours to do that, so I can't get there today. But that does get me a really good proportion of the way to waypoint 11. I'm basically there once I do this. Let me just, did I calculate how many jumps it was to waypoint 11? Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's just a question now of seeing how many jumps we can get done on the way, and if there's anything interesting along the way. Let's just plot the route to waypoint 11 and just see how crazy this is. This is if we were to go straight there, which obviously won't be. I'd like to have another thing here where you could click a plus and it adds like via. So you can plot A to B, but you can have a via in between. So you can, you say, go from A to B via this place. So you can, yeah, and you can, it's a bit like Google Maps does it. When you're doing directions, you can just add in between. Right, that's how many jumps it's going to take my ship to do that. So 207 jumps. If I do that over 3 streams, that's 60 odd jumps per stream, and it's more than that because I won't be going a straight line. Yeah, it's going to take a while, probably 4 streams then I would say, to do this. What are you guys on about? Lowering turrets for a Happy Meal. Route plotting via markers. Yeah, it would be great, wouldn't it? I mean, just to have like, you know, so I could say, right, I want to visit this POI and I want to visit that POI on the way. So you can go from A and then say POI 1, POI 2 and destination B. And it would just plot a route between all those points rather than just A to B all the time. That would be nice. This looks, everyone's left now, so this looks really creepy. That's quite an eerie shot actually. Should I turn my lights out? I think I can do it from here. There we go. I like how the lights fade out, they don't just disappear. It's, phew. I think we're taking off now. Yeah, we are. Up we go. Thankfully I didn't hit any mountains. Squeaky toy Thargoids for dogs. Yeah, Merlin would have that eaten in no time. Oh, a dog. Right. The Misty Mountains of Biofree is where we're going to be going. Eventually. Not on this stream, unfortunately, but we'll push towards there and see if we come across anything interesting in the meantime. So I'm going to bookmark that. $125 jumps it was last time, and that's including jet cones. But before I actually do take off, I got one more thing to do. Yeah. So I'm going to not charge. I'm just going to drop off. Just level up. and stop the ship. Where am I exactly? Right, so I'm here. This seems like a good a place as any. Those canyons look inviting. There's some SRV fun to be had down there. Oh, just leaping across that cliff and see if you can make it across. Or even just that one to start with. See if you can get across there. Oh, that is so tempting. Right, I just want this screenshot. Okay. In we go before we set off then. And we want to bring the AFMU online. And we want to repair the old frameshift drive. The misty mountains of whatever Rusty said. Can you imagine that? New at bookstores and on Amazon. The misty mountains of whatever Rusty said. The misty mountains of Bahia Free. Bahia. I think that's how you would pronounce it. Bahia. Yep. Misty mountains of Bahia Free. Okay, Corvus. Have a good day, man. Don't work too hard. And yeah, I will see you on the next one, my man. I wish I could call in sick. Yeah, that's the thing. When you have quite a responsible job, it's yeah, calling in sick is a bit tougher. But it happens to us all. Okay, so deactivated that. Don't need that anymore. Frameshift drive is now back online and 100% functional. So I can't see us getting away from here like this because it's blocked. So up we go. 125 jumps in front of us. But when we do that, that is a massive portion of the trip done. So whatever's on the way, although we are going in a fairly straight line, do we have anything around us right now in the non-sequence star range? Is it me, or am I just seeing something? No, I thought that was something, but it's not. Right, let's bring the M-class stars in so we can see what kind of scale we're on. Okay, that's it. I don't know if this is anything. Nope. Just looking for neutrons, black holes, any such thing in the area. It looks pretty bleak. Neutrons, if there was anything around here, it would have picked it up on the, it would have plotted it on the route. Here we go then. Lights off to save the energy. And I don't want a bulb to blow out here. I think after Waypoint 11, distant worlds start talking about the final run, the final route up. So it's not going to be too far away now, guys. Yeah, it is an addictive game. But the fact that you've only been playing for 4 months and already have a cutter and a Corvette, yeah, I think you've rushed through the game too much, personally. It depends how many hours you put in, to be fair. Maybe you've put in an absolute ton of hours. But don't rush your way through it, man, because I don't know. You'll get bored so soon. Let's go. Oh, only 6 bodies. Check it out. Nope, nothing. Hey, Chris, GG. How you doing, Chris? That's a good thing. Before I jump, let me just have a look at... Again, I've said let me. I'm just going to have a look at my stats a moment. See where we are. This is my time played. 17 weeks, 2 days, 1 hour, whatever that comes to in hours. Exploration. Max distance from start, 37,000. Well, I've blown my previous one out the water. Systems visited, 10,000. Yeah, got that one. I got that over 10,000 a while ago. SRE distance travelled. It's not that much, 3.78 megameters. Total hyperspace jumps. I think I went over 20,000 on distant worlds during distant worlds 2. That's going to easily get up to 21,000. It's going to even be close to 21,000 just getting to waypoint 11. So, yeah, we could hit 21 by the time we get to Beagle Point. And it's probably going to be 22 by the time we get back. Not too bad at all. 733 hours. Well, that's a good amount of time, I suppose. Yeah, it is. Hey, Ruba. How long have you been here, Ruba? Yeah, Ricky, Colossus and myself are going to push onto Beagle as soon as we get to Waypoint 11. We've been running up to keep each other out of trouble. Excellent, cool. I don't know how many waypoints distant worlds have got after Waypoint 11. And or let's put it this way, I don't know what number waypoint Beagle Point's going to be. Whether it's going to be 13, 14 or 15. Make sure you go to Salome's Reach when you get there. It's the furthest you can get from Seoul. I will try and remember that. 7 bodies here, let's take a look. Nothing in the money zone. On we go. I've no idea if there's any neutron jumps on the way. Let's see if we can get it down to 100 jumps before we end the stream. Because I reckon if I do 2 more streams, like if I do one this week, maybe Thursday or Friday or something, and then I do my main Sunday stream, if I just do a lot of jumping and scooping, I could just get to waypoint 11 on Sunday. And then I'm going to have what? I'm going to have a whole week, right, to just sit and wait there, and then I can do other stuff. I can do other things. Beagle is waypoint 12 on EDSM. Is it really? So this, oh wow, really? So then that means that waypoint 11 is the penultimate stop. See, now that's another thing you can't do on the galactic map, is you can't plot a route from A to B without A being your current position, right? So I cannot say, okay, this is waypoint 11, which is there. I want to know how many light years it is from waypoint 11 to waypoint 12 or Beagle Point. So I'm going to say, this is my start point, type that in, and then type B in and tells me how many jumps it's going to be from there to there once I get there. You can't, it's quite restrictive really. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's a few people asking about the John Beamer as well, so yeah, I know you, Robert, are after that, so yeah, why not? I'd like to play something different as well. I haven't done a Euro Truck sim for a while, or a Spin Tires. I might be tempted to buy an old game this week. Sometimes I like to look at Steam and look at games that I played in the past which I really enjoyed. You know, like the old Call of Duties, when Call of Duty was good, those days, when it was like World War II, and the graphics were a bit naff compared to today, obviously, but the gameplay was awesome. But the game I was looking at was Rainbow Six Vegas, because Rainbow Six, again, back then was good. It was single player, and there is a map in Rainbow Six Vegas called the Train Yard in Mexico, and I really want to replay that. And I think the game's like £9 on Steam or something, so it'd be nice to do another playthrough of that, not necessarily on stream, but for me to do it. I did like the Train Yard. And it reminds me of the was it Medal of Honor that did the amazing Normandy beach landings? The D-Day, yeah, the Normandy beach landings. Yeah, it was the atmosphere was just crazy on that. I think it was Medal of Honor that did that. The good old days when games were still good. Man, we need a new Half-Life. God, we need Half-Life 3. Come on, best games ever made. And also, I wouldn't mind another Portal. Portal 3 would be cool if they brought another one of those out, but it would have to be VR as well. Yeah, I never did play Metal Gear Solid, but I've seen the gameplay of it, and it does look good. Some of the old games were, you know, you've always got memories of some games you played back then that you really got into. You know, Half-Life is a typical example of that. I think the old Call of Duties, the old Medal of Honors, they were really good games back then. I don't rate them very much now, the Call of Duty franchise. I think it's gone really downhill a lot. And the other ones that used to be really good was the Operation Flashpoint stuff. And the first few games of Battlefield and Crisis, the original Crisis game, was absolutely classic. I think if you put Crisis even on this machine that I'm on now and stick all the graphic settings up, I think it's still going to give my graphics card a run for its money. I love the original Crisis game. That was fantastic. And the first few Battlefield games, oh yeah. But as Mac on Worth a Buy quite rightly says, game development now is more about pleasing the shareholders than the customers. I think he's dead right with that. It is. Shareholders have got time limits and stuff like that, and games get released bug-ridden and unfinished. Yeah, it's all gone down the pan, really. It's not everywhere. There are some good gaming developers still around, but the big ones, I don't. Ubisoft and Electronic Arts, they can just. Ah. Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. I can't remember if I played that. Yeah, I remember playing all of the Splinter Cell series. I've played every one of those. Sam Fisher. Even the old games of those were great.
Fuel skimming complete.
I like stealth games, which is why I've played all the Hitman games as well. I played Hitman 1 and 2 and then Blood Money and all the ones that came after that, and then the actual Hitman game that came out, and then Hitman 2, which I'm still playing today. The game developer that annoys me the most, but not for bad reasons. Well, it is for bad reasons, but it's not because they're a bad developer. But they annoy me the most out of anybody is Rockstar. Yeah, obvious reasons probably. Their games are brilliant. You know, they've got the Grand Theft Auto franchise, and then they've got Red Dead Redemption, and the details in those games are just incredible. And then you get Rockstar saying, well, we're going to bring Grand Theft Auto 4 out on the consoles, but we won't give it to you pirate PC owners for another year or so. And then they did the same with GTA 5. And we're not even getting Red Dead Redemption, as far as I know. Red Dead Redemption 2 on a PC. I'd love to have Red Dead Redemption, either 1 or 2 on the PC. Preferably both. And I hate Rockstar for not bringing those games out on the PC. They annoy me for doing that, because their games are really good. But as developers, as game makers, Rockstar are brilliant. As attitude-wise, well, I won't say the word. AH. Yeah. But they do make damn good games. That's what annoys me. If the games were no good, it wouldn't matter. But their games are good. So, Red Dead Redemption on a PC, Rockstar, both of them. I keep seeing these grey dots, and then I find out that they're so far away on the galactic map. Like these things. I think they're just part of the galactic background, actually. I don't think they're anything. Oh, hello. These look like they're moving pretty quick. No, again, part of the galactic background. I'm just trying to find something. I'm trying to discover something that's never been discovered before. I don't think there's anything on this particular path. Where's my M-class stars? Oh, okay. So if I was to whiz past one right now, it would show up. Okay, fair enough. Just trying to see if there's anything on the way. What's this piece of fluff up here? What is this? Looks like a nebula or something. It's worth checking out. Sometimes these are not very visible. Okay, so we're more or less there. Let's bring the stars back, see if there's anything there. Yes, there is, right in the middle of it. T-Towery star, but to be honest, if we go there, it's a very quick and easy detour. But if we went there, I don't think you'd see this. Perhaps from here. I don't know. What's this guy? F-White. Okay. Yeah. Probably not worth going there, but it's not too far away, to be honest. But I don't think there's anything there visible. What? No Man's Sky in VR? Really? That's happening? It's going to be a No Man's Sky in VR. Wow. Count me in. I'll be on that thing. That'll be brilliant. If they get full VR compatibility with that, like in the ship, walking around. So, on the planet surface then, how do they do the walking around? Because surely you're not going to be like having to walk around your room. You'd probably use the teleport function, right? That's going to be brilliant. That's going to be absolutely brilliant. It would work really well in VR. No Man's Sky, I reckon. Wow. I'll tell you what. Even forgetting about the VR news, which sounds good to me. Sounds like something I would definitely stream. But even forgetting about that, I have to say that who's the developer? Not the guy, but the company that did it. Well, the guy's Chris what's his face. Anyway, so the developers of No Man's Sky, I've got to give them credit. They did turn it around. I mean, when they got it released, when they released the game, it was slated like crazy. And it didn't seem to bother the developer guy too much. Hello Games, yeah, that Chris guy, the main guy, I'm sure he was affected by the criticism, but I don't know. It didn't seem like he was, how do I explain it? Not sympathetic, but I don't know. It didn't get to him or anything too much. That's the impression I got, unless I was reading the wrong places. Sean Murray, is it? Yeah. Well, but I've got to give them the credit. When they re-released it, or redid that big update, they did turn it around. They made it into the game it should have been when it was released, but they did it. And they satisfied a lot of customers that were previously unsatisfied. So I've got to give them that. And now, on top of that, if they can put in a really good VR support, yeah, that's going to be brilliant. I mean, okay, Elite Dangerous has had it, but ever since. But you can't get out your seat in Elite Dangerous. Well, not strictly speaking. I mean, you can't get out your ship. You can get out your seat in VR, but you know what I mean. In the game, you can actually how are they going to do that though? The transition from coming out of the ship and then walking is going to have to be using the controllers to teleport, I guess. But how are you going to in VR you can bore out a cave and then just teleport into it? I don't know how they're going to do that. That's going to be interesting to see how they tackle that. Let's see if they deliver on time as well, though. Hello Games, yeah. Have they got anything else? Have Hello Games got anything else out apart from No Man's Sky then? Because I'm not sure if I've heard of them before this. Yeah. I've not heard about this Beyond update then. It's weird how it's called Beyond. It seems to ring a bell somehow. Beyond. Was there any other space games that had an update called Beyond?
Fuel scooping complete.
I think they deliberately should have named it something else. I will definitely look forward to that. Let's have a look. Oops. One day I've been pressing that incorrectly now for a few times, and I've got a feeling I'm going to end up, before the end of this stream, I'm going to end up jumping out. Oh, hello, baby. This looks a good system. Water worlds and ammonia. Oh, not quite an Earth-like. It's just on the limit there. Wow. Let's get this system scanned. How close are we to the star? That's good enough. This looks like a good system. But just before we carry on, is it a first discovery? Yeah, it will be. Okay. Let's take a look. This is a nice little system. Okay, so we need... I can just barely make out those arrows there. Metal rich. Oh, hold on, I might need to step this out if I can. No, step zooming. Have they taken step zooming away? Because I can't make it work. Normally I press shift, I think it is, with the mouse button to do step zooming. It says it's too close, but there's something behind there and I can't get to it. Damn you. Okay, what I'll do then is go to B1, target, and fly towards it. Although I should be flying away from it, but I know what I mean. I know what I need to do. There we go. I need to go around that other side there. I don't want to get too far out either because I may need to come back and map something. Alright, let's see if we can get to it now. It's too damn close. What is going on here? Step zoom. Yep, left shift. So step zooming doesn't seem to be wanting to work on this occasion. See, it's in there. If I press shift and mouse, nothing is happening at all. How the hell am I going to get to this? Alright. Well, let's see if we can do the rest. I'll figure that out at some other point. It says too close, so I'm just going to have to move a lot further away from it. So we have a terraforming water world right there. And it only took 4 presses of the targeting button to actually target it. It's not too bad, it's getting better. An ammonia world. Can we complete the trifecta with an Earth-like? I don't think so. I don't think it was quite on that place. Rocky ice. Lucky ice. Another water world, but it doesn't look like it's terraformable. It'd still be good to map it though. I think there's a lot of clusters down here as well. Right, C2 is terraforming.
System scan complete.
Oh, it's complete. Oh, we did everything. So what's behind there then? Why have I still got... Oh, okay. Because what's behind that sun is asteroid clusters. Fine. I don't need to touch those. So C1 and C2 are terraformable. They are a little bit of a distance away, guys, but undiscovered terraformable water worlds, we have to do it. Yeah. So terraformable and terraformable. And so I'm going to map these three. C1, 2 and 3. And no, I'm not. Am I? Yes, I am. Yes, that one because it's a terraformable water world, that one because it's just a water world, that one because it's a terraformable high metal content, and then 5 because it's an ammonia world. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 5 going to be mapped. 4 is nothing, right? 3 is a water world. That one's a terraforming water world. That one's a terraforming high metal content, and that's an ammonia world. Yeah, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. I agree, Merlin. I agree. I think NMS will be amazing in VR if they get it right. The Last Campfire, Joe Danger. I've not heard of Joe Danger. They're based in Guildford. Oh, they're just up the road from me then. I could get to Guildford in like an hour and a half from here. In fact, I've been to Guildford. Maybe I should pop in and say hi. Say hi. Greetings, I'm Rusty Dog. I've got a YouTube channel. If you want me to showcase some of your stuff, then let me have a walk around your offices. Hey, I've been to Frontier. Why not do Hello Games? I bet I could do it. I bet I could write to them and ask for an office walk around. They'd probably say, who the hell's this guy? Never heard of him. Greetings, Norway. Hi, Welland 101. Yeah, that is Captain's Log 2. That's what you're looking at right there. It's just documenting my trip. Lots of orbit lines going on here. So everything we need to map is within visual range right there, I think. I don't know which one's which, but they're all there. That's not a bad little system, this. 2 water worlds and an ammonia world. That's the second time that's happened today, isn't it? 2 water worlds and an ammonia. No, it's not. No, it's not. Sorry, we had 2 water worlds, but then the ammonia world was a few systems later. Yeah. Right, I think scanning this system, guys, is going to be the last thing I'm going to be doing on this stream because I'm coming up to my time limit now. I've got 15 minutes to go and I need to be out of here. As I said, we have people coming to view the property with a view to purchasing, and I don't want to be broadcasting while they're here. So I'm just going to map these and then that's going to be it for today at least. I'll probably try and pick this up later in the week and carry on the journey. But already within a few jumps of Waypoint 10 I've come across this lovely little system. Yeah, if you Google Captain's Log, yeah, it might be on GitHub, but yeah, it's definitely on the Frontier forum. So you'll be able to download it straight from there. Or the website, in fact, let me just bring you the website up really quickly and you can pause the screen if you need to. Just here, https //captainslog.scarygliders.net. Just go there and you'll be able to grab it from there. Alright. This is a nice looking water world, sorry. It looks like a NASA photo almost. That looks really good, doesn't it, this one? I have to say, I quite like the look of it. When is my next stream? I can't say exactly, well, but it may be Thursday or Friday. Probably Friday, last day of the week, maybe, but it'll be in the afternoon again. I'll get back to more later times once I move. So let's just switch into combat mode. Yes, this is a very sweet looking place. I like the look of this. And against that background, that looks nice. It's not overly bright. The blues are nice. That looks authentic to me. They've been stealing yeah, it looks good. Stealing shots from NASA. Look at this. Whoa. I'm trying to pull this out without distorting the planet too much, but you can't. Very nice looking water world. I have to say that's a good one. Very realistic looking. Compared to Earth, obviously, that's the only comparison I have. So 4 million already. It is a good game, Wellen. Can it really be called a game? I don't know. It's more of a simulation, really. I mean, a game. I think of it's like you can't really compare this to like a first-person shooter or something like that, which it kind of can be as well when you're in your ship. But I suppose depends how wide of a definition you give the word game. I suppose. If it's just like an entertainment thing, then yeah, I guess. Yeah, space sim, I would go with a space sim. It's because it does simulate space flight. There's no question about that. Yeah, space sim. I class it as a space sim personally. But I often refer to it as a game as well. But I don't see it in the same sense as, for example, playing, you know, Far Cry or Hitman or anything like that. It's a different kind of stuff because it's so involved. But then again, you can get games these days, especially these survival ones with crafting and all that. Like that new game. What is it? Is it Satisfactory? Well, it gets quite involved, but it's not really simulating anything as such. Anything that you can compare with reality, really. An assembly line, maybe. A game emulator. There you go. But that sounds like it's a gaming simulator. And there's Josky. I don't want to get into a conversation while I'm streaming at the moment, so I'm just going to have to delay my answer. Okay, that should map that. That is high metal content, this one. And we should be good to go, just about. Come on! You're kidding. Wow. Takes all 6. Yeah, it is a conveyor belt sim. It's really weird though. Satisfactory. It looks like a decent game. Worth a buy. Certainly bigged it up, so it must be good. But it's weird to see all that machinery just like outside. Like it's not in a building or anything. Weird. Okay, let's do this one and then C5. Yeah, there's some... I wonder who... You're just thinking about the age ranges of Elite Dangerous players. I think you'll find most people on my stream chat normally is around... I mean, I normally get more people watching than I have today, but I think Sunday is when I'll get the most viewers. But you'll find that most of those are... I don't know, I'm going to say between 30... Well, not just, but I mean the main age range is probably going to be about 35 to 50. And there's obviously people younger than that and people older than that, such as myself. Yeah, it's not a game where it's like just full of teenagers watching or playing. And that's because a lot of people remember playing the original Elite Dangerous. The veterans, like I played the original Elite. Yeah, old guys. And so a lot of people who played the original are playing this one. Which is good, because it's brought a lot of people from that era of home computing, when it was back then in the playing on BBC Micros and Spectrums and whatever they played it on. And it's brought everyone, and of course the Amiga, and it's brought everyone from that era kind of together again, in a way. Now Merlin's having a bark, so that's either because these people are here, in which case he'll have to get locked away, because people get scared of Merlin. Right, that's definitely going to map. So I'm not even going to hang around and wait for that one. I hear voices. Why are people early?
Surface scan complete.
6.2 million so far, and I've got one more to do. And then I will have to probably abruptly end the stream. Worst case scenario is I'm going to have to mute the mic when they come up here if I don't make it in time. Yeah, but I like No Man's Sky as well, Chris. I think No Man's Sky, it wasn't at the beginning. I played it a couple of times and then just dropped it. But once they released the updated version, yeah, I haven't played it for a long time though. But when I did play it last, I got my own fleet ship and was made captain, and it was cool. They have redeemed themselves. But Star Citizen, yeah. Although graphically Star Citizen does look really good. And its potential is there, if they can even do it. But I'd rather play Elite Dangerous every day of the week. Because it has something that that Star Citizen doesn't. Called content. Docking computer in the original one. I don't remember too much about docking. I think I remember docking into stations, the rotating stations, because I don't think you had rotational correction back then. So you were literally going into a rotating mail slot. I remember those. I remember doing that. You have to try and match your ship's rotation. Maybe I should take rotational correction off my ships, and then it'd be more in line with the original. Right, we've got 6 probes here. If I don't crash into the damn thing. Some nebula around here. Look at this. We got one nebula there. We got one there. It looks like a orangey purpley one. And then we got one there. I don't know what that one is. Let's have a look out.
Surface scan complete.
Yeah, that looks booming, that one. Looks like a, you know that that skull mask thing that you get on the Elite Dangerous liveries? I can see that in there. So there we go, 7.4 million. Alright. Well guys, that's it. That's going to be it. 105, let's call it, 1,000 light years travelled. 38,000 from Seoul. And on our way to Waypoint 11 via the misty mountains of Bahia Free. But that's it guys. I don't have time to do any more. I would like to do another hour or so, but I can't. So I'm going to have to call it quits here. And I will pick this up later in the week, Thursday or Friday probably, if I'm able to. I'll do my best, and we'll definitely pick it up on Sunday as well, even though there's a Formula 1 race. Yeah, so I will see you when I see you guys. Take care for now. Thanks for being here today, and I will catch you on the next one. Until then, have a good week. See you next time. Bye for now.